Hey, social media socialites. Look, I hope you guys can hear me and I hope you can see me because I was having some issues with the signal. So, if you're watching this for the first time and you don't know who I am, my name is E.DeanCole and I own E.DeanCole Financial. We are a consulting firm and we specialize in working capital, alternative finance, and business credit development. And I am in my backyard. I don't know if you guys can see, I'm in my backyard and I decided that I'm going to do a cigars with the CEO. I haven't done a cigars with the CEO in a minute. So I just got back in the country and I have these beautiful, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, when I tell y'all, these things right here are so good, so you guys got to forgive me. And this is live too, so if you're watching this, is this live? Yes, this is live, okay? Now, I don't know how long we're going to be live. We're going to be live for a minute. I have this beautiful, now this is an hour-and-a-half long stick. What's going on? What's up, Trucking Rhino is in the building. What's going on, Trucking Rhino? How are you doing? We got Ross is in the building. What's going on, Ross? How are you doing? We got Huru is in the building. Hey, Huru. We got the Passive Income Trucker, which is Scott Davies. Hey, Scott, how are you doing today, my man? Mark Ruffin is in the building. Hey, Mark, how are you doing today? All right, Port is in the building. Marquita Max is in the building. What's going on, Marquita? How are you doing? We got Ms. Elder is in the building. So as you guys come in, I want you to say hi. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Let me know if you can see me okay. So like I said, I just got back in the country. And I have this beautiful, look at this, beautiful, this is a El Presidente Macanudo Maduro. This is not a Macanudo Maduro, I'm sorry. El Presidente Macanudo. Which Macanudo is this? This is a Macanudo number 5. Yeah, this is a Macanudo number 5. So for all my cigar aficionados in the building, that's what this is. So, I am, like I said, if you're watching this, and like I said, this is live, okay? So I am in my backyard, and so I am going to do our live Q&A now. As I mentioned before, I'm a little bit rusty because it's been about 2 weeks since I've gone live. So if you're watching this for the first time, and you don't know who I am, my name is E.DeanCole, and I own E.DeanCole Financial. I'm the CEO of a consulting firm. We specialize in working capital, alternative finance, and business credit development. And I do a live Q&A on Tuesdays with my clients that are enrolled into DCFI Online. So if somebody shared this with you and you're watching this on the replay, I want you to participate as if you're watching live for multiple reasons, okay? But I'm going to get into that in a moment. So I'm going to allow everybody to get in here. All my people know that are not new to me, but they're true to me. You already know what it is. I need for all of you guys to hit that like button and hit that share button right now. So these are the rules, because a lot of you guys will do super chats and a lot of you guys will ask me questions because you see live Q&A, free credit repair. So these are the rules of engagement for tonight. So first off, we have a total of 80 people that are watching live. I need all 80 of you guys to hit the thumbs up button right now. I'm going to toast up this Macanudo. Man, this is so delicious. Woo, this is delicious. So I need all 80 of you guys to hit the like button right now. And then after you hit that like button, I want you to hit that share button, okay? So these are the rules. So first, I'm going to answer all of my clients' questions that are enrolled into DCFI Online. So DCFI Online is an online learning institute where we specialize and teach people how to start a business, how to grow their business, get funding, and how to repair and restore their personal credit. And so every Tuesday we do a live Q&A. So this is different because I'm still in vacation mode, because I actually had to somewhat bribe my daughter. I had to somewhat bribe my daughter to allow me to do this, because I told her one of the benefits of being a CEO is I'm very grateful to Jehovah God that I can make my own schedule. So for the month of July, I take the month of July off because that's my daughter's time. You know what I'm saying? So that is her time. So because of that, I have been out of the loop. That's why I'm a little bit rusty. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. But so I'm still in vacation mode. which is why I'm not suited and booted like I normally am. And so I missed a couple of live Q&As with my clients that are in DCFI Online, my students. So I'm going to answer their questions first. Now, these are the rules. I'm going to answer their questions first. Like I said, this is going to be a long live. So if you clicked on this video because you saw my handsome face, or you saw the title of it and you're like, hurry up and get to the point, the entire video is the point, because this is a live Q&A, okay? This is live. And as you guys see, I'm in my backyard. So the next door neighbor, the dog, you're going to hear him. I live off the Gulf of Mexico. So you're going to hear fish jumping up and down this waters or something serious. So that being said, this is live, okay? So the rules are, I'm answering their questions first. Then after I answer their questions, I'm going to take your phone calls live. Yes, I have my secondary phone right here, which is my jacked up phone. This is like my bat phone for all of my clients that are a part of my mentorship group. This is the phone that you text me on. This is the phone that you guys reach me on. This is like my jacked up bat phone. So I'm actually going to port over the phone calls so I can answer your questions on the jacked up bat phone, okay? Like I said, I'm improvising, this is live. Once we have 200 shares, so that's the caveat. So the rule is this, because listen, the reason why this is important, I know people are like, hurry up and get to the point. Like I said, the entire video is a point. The reason why you guys have to participate, because I am giving you guys, I'm teaching you how to build your business, how to grow your business. I'm going to answer your question, and you need to do some type of corresponding action, okay? So I'm going to do 3 reasons why I'm always asking you guys to participate. So let's do a temperature check. If you guys are with me and you're ready to go, I want you to say 3. Just type the number 3. Just type in 3. So there are 3 reasons why. There are 3 reasons why I'm always asking you guys to participate. And if you're ready for me to get started, you're late, because I'm already started teaching. Thank you so much for participating. All right. Adam says 3. Thanks for participating. All right. Carice, I think that's Carice, says 3. Thank you for participating. And if you're watching this on the replay and you want to know who I'm talking to, the cool thing about YouTube now, it allows you to see their comments, okay? So you can actually see the comments of the people who are coming live. So if you're like, Dean, I wanted to talk to you live, or I wanted to ask you questions, or I wanted to participate, how come I couldn't enjoy this? Because 1, you've seen my video before, and you didn't subscribe, or thing number 2, you did subscribe, but you did not hit the bell. So it's important for you to hit that notification bell. So, all right, thank you so much for participating. Emil, Malcolm, Garrett, thanks for participating. Malcolm says 3. All right, Charlotte says 3. All right, Sausage Steven says 3. Interesting name. All right, Tamily Morton says 3. Thank you for participating, Tamily. Missy Williams says 3. All right, 25 and 1. Giselle says hi. Thank you so much for participating. Marquita Maxie says 3. Thank you for participating. Okay, so that being said, so the rules are, all of my clients that are enrolled into DCFI Online, I'm answering your questions first. All right, and everybody else after that, we get up to 200 shares, okay? So every time someone shares, that counts. So if one person shares 5 times, that counts as 5 shares, okay? So right now we have a total of 92 people watching live. So if all 92 of you all hit that share button and share it on Facebook, and then also share it in a text, boom, we already hit our 200. I'm gonna open up the phone calls and I'm gonna answer you live. So I need you guys, for all of you guys that said 3, all right? I need you to do me a favor. When people come in and they ask me questions, and you see them asking questions, go ahead and let them know what the rules are, so that I can stay focused, okay? Because when I get into my groove, I'm in my groove, okay? When I get into my bag, I'm in my bag. So there are 3 reasons why I always ask you guys to participate. I'm going to start off by waxing theological. What I do as a life coach and as a business consultant, as a business coach, I always use the principles of 3. I go spiritual, I go psychological, and then I go natural. But in this particular instance, I'm going to wax spiritual, I'm going to wax psychological, and then I'm also going to wax analytical, okay? The 3 reasons why I ask you guys to participate. The first reason why spiritual is because the #1 best-selling book of all times when it comes to business development, when it comes to life coach principles, it says that give and it shall be given unto you. good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over shall men give into your bosom, okay? Why is that important? By you sharing this, you're sharing motivation into the lives of your friends and your family. You're sharing inspiration into the lives of your coworkers, or in the lives of your loved ones, or in the lives of individuals that are wanting to get knowledge. You're sowing the seed of knowledge to them, okay? I don't want to be arrogant or egotistical at the same time, pancake batter make pancakes. It is what it is. There's not anybody else that has the qualifications, the credentials, and the character that I have when it comes to teaching about this business development, when it comes to teaching about this credit. It just is what it is. You give honor where honor is due. I don't mean to be egotistical or arrogant about it. It just is what it is. I've done my research, and a lot of people give out false information because they've read a book. But I have, over 20 years of experience in corporate America and close to 10 years of experience in banking and finance. So that being said, that is what qualifies me to do what I do. So you are sowing this seed into their lives. That's the first thing, spiritual. Second thing is psychological. When you do a corresponding action, when you learn something, you do what's called a mind-muscle connection. You make a mind-muscle connection. So that's why I say everybody, even if you're watching on the replay, I want you to participate as well, because I want you to make a mind-muscle connection to this content. Because if you write something down, or if you raise your hand like they say in church, or if you touch your neighbor like they do in church, the reason why a lot of pastors do that is because psychologically, it allows you to recall that information a lot more. Okay? If you knew that, I want you to say knew that. If you didn't know, I want you to say didn't know. Like I said, this is interactive. This is unlike anything you've ever seen before if this is your first time watching me, okay? And like I said, if you're waiting for me to get started, you're too late. I'm already in my bag, okay? So that's the first. So that's the second thing. That is the psychological aspect of why I want you guys to interact with me, because I want you to make that mind muscle connection. Even if you're watching on the replay, I want you to participate as if you're watching live. Now, the cool thing about this is for all of you guys that are watching on the replay, if the replay gets to 500 shares, okay? And the reason why I'm saying these numbers is because we have 16,000 subscribers. My average video gets anywhere from 25 to 3,000 views. So if we can get 500 shares total, the 200 from today, and then 500 for the rest of the time, then what we can do is I'm going to answer your questions. How are you going to do that? Because when you guys call in, it's going to give you the option to talk to me live or leave a voicemail, and I can answer your question. So when we get to 500 shares, I'm going to do a video where all I'm going to do is play your questions. If you're watching on the replay, I'm going to play your question and I'm going to answer your question. I'm going to answer all of them if we get to 500 shares, okay? So that being said, if you're watching and you are participating in this, I need you to participate as well. I need you to like this. Even if you're watching on the replay, I want you to hit the share button as well, because that's going to allow you to make sure you get your question answered. That's the second reason, which is the psychological. And then the third reason is the analytical. Like I said, I'm not new to this, I'm true to this. I'm a CEO in real life. I don't do this for play, I do this for pay. What do I mean by that? When you share the content, when you spread the word, more people ask more questions. The more questions you guys ask me, the more content I can create for you. So yes, I'm a CEO. Yes, I travel. I go a lot of places. I'm very grateful for what I do, but I am still a 30-something-year-old CEO and not a 60-something-year-old CEO. I'm always on my phone. I'm always answering questions. I'm always looking at your comments. I respond back. My clap back game is heavy, if you couldn't tell. Sometimes I turn into Petty Riley. Sometimes I turn into Petty Riley, okay? So I answer all of my questions. So that being said, the more people that see the content, the more questions they can ask, which allows me to know what I need to teach on, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. So this was a pretty long intro, about 10 minutes, not too bad. So let's do a temperature check. If you are a client of mine, okay? If you are a client and you're enrolled into the course, and you are here, I want you to say client. This is a temperature check, okay? This is gonna let me know how and what I need to teach on, okay? If you're a client, and I want you to say client. If you are a first-time viewer, whether you saw me on Instagram or whether you saw me on Facebook, I want you to say first time. Or you could have seen my videos and subscribed, okay? If you first time, I want you to say first time. And if you are not a first-time client, if you're not a first-timer and you're not a client and you're just a subscriber, I want you to say family, all right? So if this is not your first time and you've seen me multiple times before, and if you have not yet enrolled into the course, and you're just a subscriber, I want you to say family, okay? This is gonna allow me to know how we looking and how we participating, okay? Look at all my clients that are showing up. Thank you so much. We got a first time in the building, 21. Is that 21, Giselle? What is that? I'm just gonna call you 21. So 20, no, that's not even 21, that's 251. Lord have mercy, my eyes playing tricks on me. 251 says first time. Forgive me. Let's check out all the people that say that's their first time. 251 says first time. Okay. You hit the share button. Thank you so much, Alex Express. Alex Express and I did a one-on-one consultation not too long ago, and we were talking about these cigars. We did a one-on-one consultation before I went outside the country. All right. Who is that? That is Davis. That is Durward Davis says, first time live. Thanks so much for watching for the first time. All right. I saw my fiance in the building, Terry Ann. I see you, baby girl, with them those what them things? Heart emojis. Help me to stay focused. Client in training, CEO. That's what I'm talking about, John Johnson. I can appreciate and I can respect that. Okay, I see a lot of family in the building, see a lot of clients. Oh, somebody else first time. Missy Williams says that it is her first time. Hey, Missy, thank you so much for watching. All right, thank you so much for that. All right, I see a lot of people that are clients. Like I said, I do this every Tuesday, so a lot of my clients already know what is going on. So let's go ahead and get into this, all right? All right, let's go ahead and get into this. So let me start off with their questions. So right now we have a total of 73 people watching and 67 thumbs up. Let's get the thumbs up to match the people that are watching. So let me go ahead, and I'm in DCFI Online, and we have a total of 35 questions, all right? So clients, if you're watching me and you did not answer if you did not participate, I'm only gonna answer 35 because I have to make it fair. After the 35, I'm gonna open up the phone calls if we have the 200 shares, and you can ask your question then, okay? So let's go ahead and jump into this, all right? So the very first question, and it seems like a couple of people are asking multiple questions, and if they're asking multiple questions, I'm gonna try to sift through. I know, like I said, I know I've been MIA, I was out of the country for a week, so even though in Cocaine, Bahamas, the time zone is a lot the same, that the internet connection ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? I'm having a good time. All right, I'm having a real good time, and I'm like I said, I had to bribe my daughter to allow me to do this. All right, so the first is from Aaron. Aaron says, keep getting my articles of incorporations rejected from Missouri. So why? So Aaron says that you keep getting your articles of incorporation rejected. 9 times out of 10, Aaron, and you're in Missouri, if you're getting your articles of incorporation rejected, that's because something doesn't match up. In my course, Aaron, you know that I make you walk you step by step for this very reason, because a lot of people, Aaron, they don't have me. They don't have access to live consulting like I do with you every Tuesday. They don't have access to this, which is why I want you guys to share this information. And the way banking and finance works is that it can be one small thing that can stop you from getting rejected. So the cool thing about this, though, Aaron, is that in Missouri allows you to call in. Not every state allows you to do that. So, Aaron, you're actually able to contact the Secretary of State, give them your identification number. You give them your identification number for your filing, and you can ask them, why am I getting rejected? And they will tell you the exact reason why you're getting rejected. 9 times out of 10, when you're doing your address search, you might have ST instead of STREET, something as small as that. Or you might have lane when it's a drive, or you might have something capitalized when something's supposed to be lowercase, or something along those lines. So that being said, you can contact the Secretary of State for free 99. All right, you can contact them for free, and when you contact them, they can tell you the exact reason why you're getting rejected, as long as you give them your ID number when you call in. That's a very good question. So Motivation and Truth is in the building. So Motivation and Truth says, when will be a good time to start looking to finance a tow truck credit-wise? Also, my login to DCFI Online is not working. Okay, so Motivation and Truth, if your login to DCFI Online is not working, contact the office, and hit option 3 so that you can speak to Patricia. And as long as your payment information is accurate, as long as you've been making your tuition payments, you should have no problem with getting your password reset. Now, to the first part of your question, when is a good time for you to start looking for when is a good time for you to start looking to finance a truck? Well, see, this is the difference. So I'm going to take a step off, guys. I know Motivation of Truth because, one, he's a client of mine. He's been enrolled into my course for about 8 months, and also he's done multiple one-on-one consultations with me. So I know his information in detail, all right? So because I already know where you are, Motivation of Truth actually started flipping real estate, and he turned his real estate into like a holding company. So where you are, you're actually able to start looking for financing right now. Malik, if you contact the office, and hit option number 2, that should take you to Malik. Malik will actually set up a funding consultation with you. It's 15 minutes. And what 9 times out of 10 is going to be he and I, because Malik, I've trained him to start doing a lot more of the consultation things so that I can free myself up to do a lot more teaching and a lot more with my books and, and so on and so forth. But nevertheless, so Malik and I will do a 15-minute funding consultation with you so we can kind of see what you qualify for based on where you are. And we can look at some of the guidelines for some of the lenders to see if you fit, okay? Motivation of Truth. So that being said, thing number 1, you are already at the place to where you can and you should be able to get funding. I already know, based on what I know about your profile and how you've been doing, you're there. Second thing is we just need to know where you're gonna go to figure out if we need to get some working capital for your down payment so you can do 100% financing, or if you already have some equipment that you want to leverage to try to see what we can do for that. So that's thing number 1. Thing number 2, contact the office, hit option number 3, speak to Patricia, make sure that your payment information is up to date, okay? And then if everything is fine, then they'll reset your password. All right, Veronica Ezel is in the building. Veronica says, how do you recommend us to find inexpensive legal accounting, bookkeeping, administrative help without hiring a bunch of employees? That's a very good question, Veronica. The best thing I would suggest, Veronica, because once again, Veronica is a client of mine, and Veronica actually was on my cruise. I had a business and credit cruise, and Veronica came on the cruise with me. So she was one of the clients that came on the business and credit cruise. We're actually going to do another business and credit cruise to Cuba. We're working on the details of that. But nevertheless, I know Veronica information. I know her details intimately because, like I said, Veronica's been enrolled into my course for over a year. And actually, Veronica stepped out on faith, and she left her job. And so we've coached her up, and she's actually left her job. So if you guys are watching right now, we have 106 people watching and only 79 thumbs up. The devil is a lie. We don't do it this way. For all of you guys that are watching, hit the thumbs up button. Let the thumbs up button match the likes. But for now we're at 82. Thank you, 85. Thank you so much for that. So for everybody that's enrolled into my course, Veronica has left her job and decided to step out on faith. So I want all of you guys to give the heart emoji. Give me 3 heart emojis. Tap the 3 heart emojis. Even if you're watching this on the replay, I want you to celebrate with Veronica, because if you can celebrate with her, then somebody's going to be there to celebrate with you. So I want you to hit that heart button 3 times right now. Show the love. Thank you so much for participating, Adam. Thank you so much. Adam was the first person to participate. Thank you so much, Marcel, for participating. Missy, thank you so much for participating. Veronica, this love is for you. You see all these people that are sharing the love, thank you for participating. Robert, thank you so much for that. Robert Mack. All right. Kansas, thank you for participating. Truckin, Tisho, thank you for participating. So all of you guys, share the heart, share the love, share the heart. So thanks so much for that. So to answer your question, Veronica, because you have the ability, my advice is to go to your local chamber of commerce, okay? If you go to your local chamber of commerce, it's free, or sometimes it's a fee of around $50. It's a great place for you to network with other like-minded individuals, and they're local. And you can reach out, and everybody at the Chamber of Commerce is going to have someone that's an accountant, and as well as somebody that does bookkeeping. Now, as far as legal, I have a mixed feelings when it comes to LegalZoom. I think LegalZoom is very good when it comes to their consulting, because I think you can get some legal consulting for maybe like $250 an hour. I don't like LegalZoom for creating a business or like getting incorporated, because they know the legal side, but they don't know the business development side. So, but the best bet is for you to network with somebody local in your local chamber of commerce, because one, that's going to increase your reach, you're going to increase your reach for relationships, and two, that's going to allow you to, that's going to allow you to connect with somebody that is like-minded, and you can actually barter. Sometimes you can barter a lot of work with them. And because they're local, they specialize in certain state requirements. LegalZoom, sometimes, I mean, LegalZoom, they're so big, they have somebody, but you're going to get your best return on your investment by connecting with your local chamber of commerce. That's a very good question, Veronica. Next question is Shavara Simmons. Shavara says, business credit cards, who should I apply with? Shavara, that's a very good question. Before I tell you who to apply with, I want to know, will you be approved? The reason why is because, Shavara, you're enrolled into my course. I see somebody is commenting right now. The person that's commenting right now, I will not answer your question. I'm only answering 35 because you have to be fair. You guys saw this. You guys know every single Tuesday, well, not every Tuesday, but you guys saw the comment. You all saw in the Facebook group that I was out of the country. And also, I'm going to take your calls live. Right now, we have a total of 101 people that like this, and we have 106 shares. So we are very close. We have 106 shares. So all we need is less than 100 shares, and I'm going to open up the phone calls, open up the phone lines, and I'm going to answer your questions. So the person that's commenting now, I'm not going to read your question. I'm just being honest with you, because you're going to be able to call in, okay? I need everybody that's watching right now to hit that like button and hit that share button. And like I said, if you share it on Facebook in your private Facebook group, share it in a group text. If you share it to your mama, to your dad, to your cousin, to your auntie, that's 9 people. And that's 9 shares that you've shared it right then and there. So I want you guys to participate with this as well. Listen, fair exchange ain't robbery, and even swap ain't swindle. It's going to cost you something, okay, to get this type of consulting. But nevertheless, so Shavara, the first thing I want to say is, business credit cards. Because you're enrolled into my course, I walk you step by step. So I don't want you to apply and to get denied and become red flagged, okay? So let's do a temperature check. How many of you guys right now have ever applied for a credit card, whether it be business and personal, and you got denied and you did not know why? If that is you, even if you're watching this on the replay, like I said, I want you to make a mind-muscle connection with this content. If that has been you, I want you to say me. 2 letters, M-E, me. If you've ever applied for a credit card or applied for a business credit card and you was turned down and you did not know the reason why you were turned down, if that's you, I want you to say me, all right? All right, thank you so much for participating. The first person to say me was Andre Morris. Thank you for participating, Andre. T. James says me. All right, 251 says me. All right, Alicia says me. All right, Lynette Jones says me. Okay, thank you for participating. All right, Young, what does it say? Young before, I don't know what that last name is. I ain't gonna lie to you, make it sound fly to you. I just say Young. Young is in the building. Young says me. All right, Kina Mina. Hey, Kina Mina, how you doing? Kina Mina says me. All right, who else says me? Rolo Tig says me. All right, so most people say me, or be honest. You got to be honest and transparent when it comes to coaching, when it comes to whether it's life coaching or business coaching, whether it comes to mentorship, you have to be transparent. If you're not transparent, it will not work for you. All right, you have to be honest, tell the truth and shame the devil. So the reason why I don't want to say that is because the reason why I don't want to say it publicly, and I don't want to tell you, Shavara, because I need to know where you are. I need to know. So maybe you can call in. Right now we have 145 shares. Y'all hit the share button quick. All we need is a little over 50 shares, and we're right where we need to be, and I'm answering your calls live, okay? Like I said, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I look at all my analytics, okay? So that being said, what we need to do is make sure that you can qualify, because I don't want to tell you who to apply for if you're not going to be approved. The reason why we have a 98% approval rating is because I teach you underwriting guidelines. I teach you how to get into the quote unquote club. Like for instance, right now I have on some fitted jeans, some loafers, and a tank top. This is great for some places. You dig what I'm saying? I can get into some places with this fit on. But if they say you have to have on a collared shirt, I can't say, well, I got on a vest. They're not going to let me in if I don't have on a collared shirt, or I have on jeans and I have on some loafers. So if they say, well, you have to have on a suit, you have to have on slacks to get into the club, I can't say, well, they fitted designer jeans and I look good in them. You know, I can't say that. I have to abide by the rules. So if you guys understand that, if you got it, I want you to say got it. All right. If you understand that and you got it, I want you to say got it. That's one of the biggest secrets. The reason why you all see people getting 75,000, 100,000, 50,000. That's the reason why in my course, I can give you a $20,000 guarantee, is because we know without a shadow of a doubt and without any equivocations, if you follow the rules, you will be approved. But if you don't follow the rules, you won't be approved. So that's the reason why on something so vague like that, I don't feel comfortable just sharing it, because when you begin to apply as a business and your business profile and you constantly get denied, you can be considered red flagged. And red flagged means that you can be considered a high risk business. And it can be something small that's stopping you from getting approved. So I would need to know. So if the question was, what are the underwriting guidelines, I would be more comfortable telling you that versus just saying who to apply for, because I don't want you to get denied, especially because some of these places you get the window is so small, especially if you're a new business. If you are a new business and you're a disadvantaged business, if you're not making more than $250,000 a year, you're considered a disadvantaged business. So if you are a new business and you're disadvantaged, some of these lending institutions are great to have, but it's also bad if you don't maximize the relationship. All right, so I just had somebody get approved with I just shared it on Instagram, where somebody just got approved. I think they said they're up to like 70 some odd thousand because of one of the lenders that he went to. They're one of those fickle ones. They lend out big. They give you a whole bunch, but you got to make sure you cross your T's and dot your I's. If you guys saw that, I want you to say saw it. If you didn't see it, then follow the link in my description and you'll come over to my Instagram and I share all of that information on Instagram and you'll be able to see that on Instagram, okay? All right, the next question is from Robert Hayes. Let me make sure I'm looking at the right Q&A. Yep, 7/17/2018, okay. Because I saw Makita asked a question and I want to make sure I'm looking at the right one. He asked 2 questions back to back. That was pretty good questions. All right, so Robert Hayes says, can anyone PG a trade line or trades for a business even if they're not a member of the business? That's a very good question, Robert. No, when you're talking about business. So when you're talking about personal credit, okay? Personal credit, you can get a cosigner, okay? You can easily get a cosigner because it's personal. You don't have to be a member of the business in order to, you don't have to be related to the person. As long as they are there, they give you the consent, they will cosign, okay? That's okay to do. A PG stands for personal guarantee. However, if they're not a member of the business, the easiest way for you to do it, Robert, is to make them a member of your business. If you're incorporated the proper way, if you are a limited liability company and or if you're incorporated and you have an INC, you can have 30% ownership of a business. And with 30% ownership of a business, according to IRS, it allows you to PG. So let's say, for instance, if you are a single member LLC or you are a CEO of a one-man band, and let's say your cousin has good credit and your cousin believes in your dream. They say, you know what? I believe in your dream. You know what? I got good credit. I think I can co-sign for you, or I can personally guarantee this. What you would need to do is update your articles of incorporation, give them, and it has to be written in your articles of organization. It has to say that your position is either the CEO, the CFO, or whatever it is, and you have to say 70% ownership. And it has to say right underneath that your cousin, and you have to give them 30% ownership. and it says 30% ownership, you still have controlling interest. So even though you're allowing them to come onto your business, you're still protecting yourself and you're protecting your asset. Okay, so you're able to do that by adding them on, and they need to be something like a CFO, a chief financial officer, or a comptroller or a managing member. So if you guys understand and you got that, I want you to say got it. All right. If you understand that and you got it, I want you to say got it. All right. We have 115 thumbs up and we have 160 shares. We're a little under. We need about 40 more shares, and then after I'm done with these, I'm going to open up the phone calls and I'm going to answer your questions. So I want all of you guys to hit that share button right now. Share it on Facebook. Yeah, I know y'all got all them private Facebook groups. Y'all got your sweatpants groups, and y'all got your beard groups, and y'all got your all of those, the cigar groups, or all those little private groups you're a part of. Hit the share button and share it in those groups, okay? My stick about to go out. I've been teaching too good, okay? Man, Macanudo is such a smooth smoke. I really enjoy this Macanudo. So let's go to the next one. All right. So the next question is by Derek. So Derek says, about 4 years ago, I set up an LLC and eventually let it go by not paying my annual state fees. I never applied for a DUNS number, but when I recently got my DUNS number for my new business, similar name, I see that I have a DUNS number for my old business. What should I do? Should I reinstate the old business and correct how I set it up? The answer is yes, okay? What's going on with my stick? Let's see what's going on. It's kind of humid out here. So to answer your question, yes. The answer is yes. In my honest opinion, as a business consultant, I would strongly suggest for you to invest, depending on what state you're in, depending on where you are incorporated. The fees could be minor or the fees can be extensive. It depends on how old it is. You said it's 4 years old. So worst case scenario, $50 a year for 4 years, you're looking at about $200. But the cool thing about it is that for $200, you now have a shelf corporation. The older your business, the easier it is for you to build business credit. Now hear me, okay? Does not mean that you can't build business credit as a brand new business, okay? However, the older it is, the easier it is. But you can build business credit as a brand new startup. You can, okay? I get a lot of people asking questions. A lot of people say, you can't build business credit as a brand new startup. You a scammer, you lying, you thieving, you this, you that. Listen, just because you don't know it doesn't mean that it still does not exist, okay? The #1 best-selling book when it talks about business development and credit says that my people perish for lack of knowledge, okay? So, once again, I want to make sure that I'm teaching truth to power and you understand what I'm saying. The older your business is, the easier it is to build business credit. However, you can still build business credit as a brand new startup. If you're with me and you're ready for me to go to the next question, I want you to say, yes, you can. 3 words. Even if you're watching this on the replay, I want you to participate. I want you to say, yes, you can. The reason why I want you to say, yes, you can is because enemy, the devil, your auntie, your best friend, your cousin, your brother, your sister, your greasy granny, got a hole in the penny. y'all don't know about that. But they all say you can't do it because it's based on their limited belief. It's based on their limited experience, okay? But yes, you can if you know how to do it and build it the right way, okay? All right, thank you so much for participating. CeeLo, thank you for participating. Kina Mina, thank you for participating. Edward, thank you for participating. Tony, yes, you can. Yes, you can. All right, we have 119 thumbs up. I need all of the thumbs up to match the people that are watching live. I need for all of you guys to hit that thumbs up button right now. Hit that like button right now. Let YouTube know that you value this content by hitting that like button right now. And we have 187 shares. All right, we're close. We need a few more shares, and I'm going to open up the phone lines once I get to the end of these questions. All right. So Lynette says, I partially paid LegalZoom to set up my LLC in 2016 in the state of Maryland. I recently found out that it is. I think that it is. Okay. I recently found out that it is active, but not in good standings after I get it in good standings by paying the renewal fees and file the annual reports. How do I find out if I have a DUNS number or not, since LegalZoom won't give me any answers? Okay. Well, Lynette, because you have access to me, ask these questions under the chat, like you just did. In the private Facebook group. Every Tuesday we have these, or if you want to schedule an hour consultation, you can. But to answer your question, what you would need to do is follow the course step by step. So the cool thing about it is that you already have a business that's older. That's great. All right. You have 2 years advantage, which is great. Okay. So once you pay those 2 years to reinstate yourself, then what you're going to do is inside the course, there is a lesson that says numbers don't lie, okay? And in that section for numbers don't lie, I show you how to get your DUNS number fast and free. When you go through that step, it'll show you if you have a DUNS number for your business and how to find it, okay? That's a very good question. All right, Darnell says, when buying a car outright or leasing, should I put the car in my holding company name, or should my holding company buy the car and lease it to a new LLC my holding company owns? That's a very good question. Darnell, it depends on the purpose for you. Now, Darnell, you and I had a one-on-one conversation where we spoke. We were talking about some situations with baby mamas and all that other stuff. And, you know, God done blessed you, done moved on with your life. But, you know, you got a baby mama out there that's you know, just trying to figure some things out. So that being said, all you have to do is be one time removed. So to make things easier, if you're buying it outright, the best thing for you to do is to put it in your holding company name, the one that you're trying to build up, the one that you're trying to create the business credit for and the leverage for. If you're able to do that, then that's going to allow you to to be able to leverage that, and then you can use that as collateral, to use that as a down payment, finance against that if you want to. So the answer is to just do it in your holding company name one time. It doesn't make sense for you to do it in your holding company, then turn around and put it in your LLC. The best thing for you to do is to do it with your holding company, then build up that holding company. And if you want to create another LLC, pull the cash out, reinvest your capital, and then do it that way. I see you guys are asking questions, guys. We're so close. All right, we need 10 more people to share this. We get 10 more shares, I'm going to open up the phone lines, and I'm going to answer your phone calls live on YouTube, okay? We need 10 more shares. And once we have 10 more shares, we're going to be there. I'm going to answer your calls live, okay? So the next question is from Eval. Eval says, I hope you enjoyed yourself. Eval, I had a blast. Listen to me. I went out of the country with my fiance, with my daughter, with my brother, with my nieces, with my future sister-in-law and my little other nieces and nephew. We had a ball. You hear me? We had a blast. Great family trip. Says, I hope you enjoyed yourself. I really did. Thank you so much for asking. Our one-on-one is overdue. Please set up something soon. Okay, Eval, I'm having to play catch up. So, like I said, I had to bribe my daughter to allow me to work for July. Because like I said, as a CEO, I'm grateful that I own my own business and Jehovah has blessed me for it to be as successful that I can take a month off. So that's why I've been missing in action somewhat. And so I had a conversation with my baby and I was like, look, you know, the enrollments, they need to come up. I need to do some stuff. And so she's like, okay, Daddy. So that being said, we have one more trip planned. We have one more trip planned. And then after that, I'm going back to normal. So the last week in July, I'll be able to do consultations again. And then in August, everything is going to start back up on a more consistent basis. Thank you guys so much for understanding. Because, I don't have my precious full-time. I wish that to God I had my daughter full-time, but that's not how the cards are dealt right now. Maybe it might change. But so right now, I invest my time as much as I can into her. All right, so Makita says, I have a personal checking account with 2 banks that I have you've been with for years. Is it okay to open up a business account and apply for business credit cards on the same day with both banks? Will you be open for a 15-minute consultation Friday to discuss details? Okay, so Makita, I know I promised you a 15-minute consultation, even in a live Q&A. So I'm going to make myself available. Yes, Makita. Please, 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 Makita, have patience with me. And yes, we can schedule our 15-minute consultation. As soon as I'm done, Makita, I'm going to message you to see what that time works best for you. Best time, earliest possible for me, especially when my daughter sleep. That's the best thing. And my baby, she stay up till the sun go to bed and till the moon goes to sleep or something like that. Some country term I can't remember right now. So in the morning times are the best times for me right now. So I know if you're able to schedule some time in the morning, I know we're on the same time zone now. So if you're able to, then yes. So I'm going to message you. So to answer your question, yes, you can. And yes, we can schedule a 15-minute consultation. Depends on who the banking institution is. But yes, you definitely can, Makita. Second question is, do I still plan on having a real estate and nonprofit course? Yes, Makita, I do. All right, Makita says, I can be available as early as needed. Okay, awesome, Makita. So we're on the same time zone. Can you do 8 a.m.? Because I can do it when I'm headed to the gym. And we can go over everything when I'm headed to the gym. 8 a.m. would be perfect, Makita. If you can do Friday at 8 a.m., that'd be perfect for me. Because it's like a 15-minute ride from here to the gym. And that allows me to maximize the time as best as possible. All right, so, but yes, to answer your question, yes. Like I said, guys, I got distracted. I'm gonna lie to you, make it sound fly to you. I'm gonna get to you all the way straight. I have been distracted with life. Good distractions, though. So I'm getting back on the ball. I've already talked to the team. We bringing on some new interns from Xavier College. August comes, we getting heavy and we getting everything knocked out. All those loose ends, we gonna get knocked out. So yes, Makita, the answer is yes, we definitely will. So, all right, Gertrude says, can I flip distressed properties using business credit? The answer is yes, you can, Gertrude. And would I need to show any financials or tax returns? Lastly, how many % would I need to put down? Those are some very good questions, Gertrude. So to answer your question, yes. Now, when you're talking about flipping real estate in your business name, the best thing for you to do is to buy a property that has something that's called ARV. Now, let's do somewhat of a temperature check. If you guys know what ARV is, I want you to say, I know. If you don't know what ARV is, I want you to say, don't know. Let's do a temperature check. Let's teach live right now. If you know what ARV is, I want you to say, if you know what ARV is, I want you to say, don't know. If you do know what it is, I want you to say, I know. All right, so trucking for show. I think that's trucking for show. I just say trucking for show. That's what it looks like to me. Trucking for show was the first person to participate. He says, I know. All right, Lynette Jones says, I know. Kinamina says, don't know. All right, Emmanuel says, don't know. All right, Adam says, don't know. All right, Libra Toy says, I know. All right, Haru says, don't know. Veronica Kiki says, I know. Andre says, I know. Makita says, I know. Thank you for participating. King Vape says, don't know. All right, the real life of E3, interesting name, says, don't know. All right, No Sweat Fitness says, don't know. Now tell me how in the world we gonna do No Sweat Fitness, because I be sweating. I be sweating, no sweat. So I don't know how you gonna tell me that's No Sweat Fitness. But No Sweat Fitness says, don't know. All right. So I see a lot of people that are saying, don't know. Okay, good stuff. So I pronounced your name right? Trucking for sure, I did. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Trucking for sure. I did pronounce your name right. So, to answer your question, for people that don't know, ARV stands for after repair value. If you guys look at the vlog, I have a vlog that says Moving to New Orleans, where I do a tour of my current home that I am on right now. The home that I'm in right now. This property I purchased in my business name. This is business credit, okay? I use business credit. And the property, the ARV of this was over $1 million. And it was distressed. When you watch the vlog, so if you're watching this on the replay, I'm going to make a card come out right now. That card will take you to that video. If you're watching at the end, there are going to be 2 videos. There's going to be my most recent video, and then at the bottom, there's going to be another video that says Moving to New Orleans. And in that, I show you the before of my home. I purchased this using business credit. So Gertrude, I consider this a flip. Even though I'm using it as asset for the business name, I'm not flipping it to sell money, but it increased the net worth. So ARV stands for after repair value. So the deck behind me, it cost $20,000 to fix up. The deck did not come into the value. The swimming pool was so jacked up that did not come into the value. The house was, I'll do a walk around the house so you guys can see before I fix it up. So to do round numbers, okay? So the property appraised for over $1 million. All right, the after repair. So after the repairs are done, the value is there. The asking price of it was a little over $5 million, okay? So that's close to $500,000 in business credit. The entire asset is over $1 million in business credit, okay? And so what you do is if you get a property that has a good amount of percentage, then you're able to use your ARV, and you're going to have to go with a hard money lender, okay? A hard money lender is basically a private lender that's going to allow you to purchase real estate in your business name. They don't care about you paying it. They care about the deal, because God forbid if something happens, they come and they get this deal, okay? If you understand that, Gertrude and everybody else, if you understand that, I want you to say, got it. So that's the first part, okay? So this is a temperature check. So ARV is the after repair value. So majority of the time, when you're first starting out, you're going to need about 30% down. Now, because this lender I've been doing a relationship with, there's another video, another vlog where I'm with my mentor. And in that, I talk about how we have a warehouse line of $1 million from a private lender that allows us to just do real estate up to $1 million without having to worry about ARV because of that relationship. That's the reason why I teach the way that I teach. Like I told Veronica, to build a relationship. When you're with certain lenders, you want to build a relationship, because my mentor taught me. I started flipping real estate when I was 19 years old because of that relationship. Matter of fact, now another card is going to pop out of the video, and the title of that video is, it says, like, there's a picture where I think this was even before I moved to New Orleans, because all of that. And so all of you guys that are following me, you guys can see in hindsight, where it all played a part. Where you see, I actually go to a property that he flipped with this particular lender, and that was the last deal that he did that opened up the relationship that we have with this particular lender. And he had a check for like $30,000 that he was just riding around with it in his Prius. Like I said, in that video, he's not as flashy and flamboyant as me. He's very unassuming. And that's my mentor who taught me a lot of when it comes to the real estate side of things. But nevertheless, to answer your question, the first part is ARV, the after repair value. The second thing is that you're going to have to make sure your business is set up and structured the right way, and you're going to have to make sure you have an exit strategy. If you do not have an exit strategy, you can and you will lose your shirt, okay? You can and you will lose your shirt if you don't have a good exit strategy. So if you guys are with me, I want you to say exit strategy. I would not encourage anybody to do this unless they have a good exit strategy. You never, ever, ever go into any real estate transaction without a good exit strategy. I already knew who I was going to go to convert that high interest, high yielding, hard money loan to a more traditional conservative. I already knew how I was going to go to that was going to finance it. All right. I already knew who I was going to go to, okay? So you have to make sure you have an exit strategy. If you go in without an exit strategy, you will get caught up. You will get trapped, okay? And you can and you will lose your shirt, okay? All right, so we just got 30 new people that just jumped on live. All 30 of you all. I see you. I see you. I want all of you guys to hit that thumbs up button right now and hit the shares. And right now we're at 217 shares live. So thank you so much for that. So all of you guys, we hit the 200 mark. So now we're close to the 500 mark, okay? So that means that I'm gonna allow you guys to call in. I'm gonna give you the number. Once I'm done with these questions, I'm gonna give you the number. I'm gonna answer your questions live, okay? I'm gonna answer your questions live. But for all of you guys that are watching the replay, it's like, Dean, I wanted to ask questions live. Listen, help us get to 500 shares. Once we get to 500 shares, if you call in the same number I'm about to give and you leave a message when you hit option number 2, we get to 500 shares on this video, I'm going to do a video where I'm just going to play the questions and answer the questions. So it's just like you're able to participate live. So what would be dope is by the end of this video, if we get to 300 shares, that'll be dope. So right now we're at 500 shares, okay? All right, Alex Express is on it, getting that troll together. Thanks so much for that, Alex Express. So that answers your questions, okay? So that answers your question, Gertrude. So the next question is from Maurice. Maurice says, hey, Dean, hope you had a wonderful time. I had a great time. All right, so Maurice says, about 2 years ago, I opened a $500 secured business credit card with Wells Fargo. I don't have a DUNS number, so it never reported. What should I do with it now while I work on my tier 1 vendor accounts? Well, Maurice, I have some unfortunate news for you. Wells Fargo doesn't report to anybody. Unfortunately, Wells Fargo on their business credit, that product, I don't know why they did that, but they don't report. They don't report to Dun & Bradstreet. They don't report to Equifax Business. They don't report to Experian Business. Unfortunately, they don't report to anybody. If you were to get the business credit builder package, which I don't suggest that you do, you can make them report. I don't think it's worth it to get it, but you could. So my advice for you would be to take that $500 and invest it. There is a company that gives you somewhat of a secure business credit card that does report. And because you're enrolled into the course, they are listed in tier 1. So if you're at tier 1 credit, you're able to put down a deposit and they do report. All right. So they do report. All right. That's unfortunately, I do apologize, Maurice. But the good thing is that you now you know you have access to the course. You have access to me. You have access to coaching. So now you know. So you can do better. All right. So Maggie Rodriguez says, what's up, Dean? How are you doing? My question is, why does my credit report not look anything like the one in the video? I can't even access my Equifax report due to identity fraud. Can I dispute over the phone? I have 2 collection accounts, okay? Well, Rodriguez, the first thing you have to do is you're going to have to contact Equifax, then contact TransUnion, then contact Experian, okay? You're going to have to contact them. And then after you contact them, Alex, do me a favor and block that troll. Just block them. Instead of deleting the account, just block them. So instead of deleting the question, just go deleting the comment, go ahead and block that troll, okay? They get mad and I'm getting rich and y'all getting rich in wealth, okay? All right, if all of you guys are laughing at the trolls and laughing at the haters, give me 3 laughy emojis right now. Even if you're watching this on the replay, give me 3 laughy emojis for all the haters and the busters. Let's go on and make them mad. 3 laughing emojis right now. 1, 2, 3. Go ahead, give me 3 laughing emojis right now. Thank you so much for participating, Robert Mack. Thank you so much for participating, Powell. Thank you so much for participating, PH13. Look at all the laughing. Aha, y'all mad. We ain't going back and forth with you haters. We living our best life. We up here puffing on beautiful Cuban cigars. We on the Gulf of Mexico in the background. We got salt water, you know what I'm saying? $1 million property. I'm speaking truth to power to my people. I'm empowering my people and you get mad. See, what you could do is participate and get elevated, but you get mad. I ain't going back and forth with y'all haters. Thank you so much for that, Alex. All right, so even if you watch it on the replay, go ahead and show some laughy faces for the trolls and the haters and the busters, because they love to come. They love to come out. They love to come out in the under the replays. But hey, troll, if you're watching and you bold enough and you bad enough, give me a call when I open up these phone lines. I love to have a conversation with you. I love to talk truth to power with you. Come on. All these laughy faces. Troll, we laughing at y'all. Ha ha. Troll, we have over 200 people that shared this, troll. Ha ha. We laughing at you. Ha ha. You getting mad, we getting rich. They getting rich in knowledge, I'm getting rich off of YouTube. Ha ha, you mad. All right, so let's stay focused. All right, so to answer your question, Maggie, Rodriguez, what I need you to do is physically contact Equifax, physically contact Experian, and physically contact TransUnion. If you have a fraud alert, you have to verify your identity. They're going to take you through the steps to verify your identity. And if you have a fraud alert, best thing for you to do is to go to the police station, file a police report for identity theft. Them 2 little accounts you got won't be a problem in getting erased. But it's important for you to do the steps in order, okay? You have to do the steps in order. First thing you have to do is contact TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax individually. Not through a third party, not through Credit Karma, not through Credit Check Total, not through those. You have to physically contact them directly, physically contact them. And once you physically contact them individually, then verify your identity. Once you do that, they're going to release your information. Then go down to the police report, take a copy of your credit report and say, hey, I have been a victim of identity theft, identity fraud, boom, 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 yada, yada, yada. Get a copy of your police report, then go back to the same places you just went. Then you're able to go. All right. So John says, Mr. Dean, the last Q&A I asked you about the professional email quiz. You mentioned that I would receive a link to the quiz. Can you please send me the link or tell me where to find it? Because I can't find it. Nowhere. Thank you very much. Patience with helping me and the community become successful. So, John, thank you so much for your positivity. Another reason why the troll is mad. Aha. All right, John, I'm going to make sure that Malik sends that to you tomorrow. All right, Tiffany Rankin Vaughn says, I'll be moving to Ohio within a few months. Congratulations for the move, Tiffany, and starting a new business there. But I already have a virtual office for a different business in Indiana. Can I use the Indiana virtual office address for my Ohio business, or will I have to get a whole new virtual office for the Ohio business? Very good question. My advice to you, Tiffany, is don't start a new business. Create a branch or a new location. If you create a branch and you create a new location, then you can continue to do business out of where you are in Indiana, instead of having to go through that. All right, Jeff Dorson says, it's been a minute. I see you are still winning. Do you have a referral program? Jeff Dorson, thank you so very much, man. Yes, I am winning, and yes, there is a referral program. You refer clients that need my help. You refer people that need to help build their business and build their credit. And Jehovah God is going to bless you for sowing that seed. Okay? That's the referral program. You feel good about yourself because you're helping people win and you're helping people do better. And they enroll into the course. And then God bless you. He's going to bless you. He gives seed to the sower. All right. Will says, congratulations again, my guy. Stay winning. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for that, Will. All right, the next question is from Libra. Libra says, I live in California. Question number 1. If I incorporated outside of Cali and use a registered agent, I still have to do a foreign corp for Cali, right? Yes, you do. Second question is, will I still have to pay the Cali Corp fees? If you are in California, and you're doing a register, let me see. I live in California. If I incorporate outside of Cali, no. If you incorporate outside of Cali, no. You only have to incorporate for the state that you're in, not for California. Number 3, what would be the benefit of incorporating out of the state if I still pay California fees? My next move has to be my best move. Come on now, Libra, I love that. Make your next move your best move. A lot of people get foreign LLCs because California is so expensive. There is no benefit. My advice for you is to go to Delaware or Wyoming or Georgia and then just do business there. That's the best suggestion. All right, next question is from Marquise Cooper. Says, I'm having trouble getting starting accounts. Any suggestion? Yes, Marquise. My suggestion for you, sir, is follow the course step by step. If you're having problems getting approved, there's a reason why, because you've probably been red flagged or you're not set up the proper way. My advice is to get set up the proper way. There are no shortcuts. You can do it if you follow the course step by step. Prime example, I'm trying to get into the club. I have everything on but a collared shirt. Go to the store, get a collared shirt. You can get in. Exact same thing. You have access to the course. So we walk you step by step through the process to show you what you need to do. Do not skip over. Do not go past. Do not pass go. Follow the course step by step. You will be successful if you follow the course step by step. I see a lot of people that are asking questions. Everybody that's asking questions, thank you so much for asking questions. I'm going to open up the phone lines in a little bit, and I'm going to answer your questions live. So call in when I open up the phone lines, okay? Scott Davies, passive income trucker, says, my scores went up again. Congratulations, Scott Davies. Like, guys, I got to show you guys. Scott, like I said, I haven't been working, and I have to review your video so I can share it, guys. Scott is a phenomenal testimonial, guys. Scott's scores went up again. His TransUnion went up to 685. His TransUnion went up to 692, and his Equifax went up to 704 after a bankruptcy, and nobody would touch him and tell him he could get approved. I need for all of you guys to tap the heart button. Give me 5 heart emojis for Scott Davies, who is Passive Income Trucker on YouTube. I want to see all 5 of them heart emojis. Scott, congratulations. I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much for participating. Missy, give them 5 heart, but give those 5 hearts. All those hearts are for you. If you're watching on the replay, sow that seed. Celebrate with Scott, Passive Income Trucker, so that people can celebrate with you as well. I'm telling you, be there to cheer people on so you can have a crowd when you need cheering on. Share that love. Share the love. Congratulations, my man. Congratulations. I am so proud of you, Scott. I got to get your video up. I have to get your video up. All right. He says, you're going to call the office to schedule a one-on-one, but are you available for an hour call? You need to go over funding options that may have opened up with the increased scores. Thank you very much, Dean. No, thank you very much, Scott. Yes, sir. We can schedule something, but like I said, it's going to be the last week of July before I'm able to, before I feel comfortable enough to open up for do consultations again. I know I have a lot of people that are doing consultations. So for all of you guys that are watching, and that are not clients, if you don't want to enroll into the course or you're not sure, you can schedule a one-on-one consultation with me. If you're a non-client, it's a $250 an hour charge, $250 an hour. If you are a client, it's only $150 an hour. You get a discount for being a client. And so, yes, so if you want to schedule an hour one-on-one consultation and you're not a client and you want to talk with me and you didn't catch me live and you want in-depth personalized consulting, you can get it. Some people don't need my course. Some people just need a hand. They just need a helping hand or a touch. I will be more than happy to do that for you guys. But Scott, yes, congratulations, my man. Awesome, awesome job, guys. Share that love. I still want to see those hearts. We have over 100 people watching. I want 100 people to give Scott Davies those hearts right now. All 5 of those hearts. Thank you so much for celebrating with Scott. So Craig says, hello, Mr. Cole. What is the benefits of trade lines if it only lasts for a few months? That's a very good question, Craig. The benefits is that you got to strike while the iron is hot. There are 3 types of people that are looking to repair and restore their credit, okay? There are 3 types of people that are looking to repair and restore their credit. The first person that wants to repair and restore their credit is because they want to buy something. They want to buy a house. They want to buy a car. They want to finance something. They have a goal in mind. That's the first type of person. The second type of person that want to repair their credit or restore their credit is because they jacked stuff up so bad and they just want a new lease at life. They just want to get back on track. Then the third person that wants to repair their credit, they want bragging rights. They want to have a 700 because it sounds good and look good. and they want to have an 800 score just because it sounds good and it look good. I'm going to speak truth to power to all three of you guys. If you are wanting to repair your credit because you want to buy something or you want to purchase something, that's the benefit of trade lines. You need to have a strategy and you need to be RTG. You need to be ready to go. Do all the other works before you purchase a trade line because it only lasts on your credit for a few months. So let me talk about that a couple of ways. So one thing is that when you have it on your credit as an open line of credit, it's the easiest way for you to activate what's called credit mirroring. When you have open lines of credit and you have done everything that you needed to do, except you need to get your scores a little bit higher or you need to show a little more history, that's when you want to get your trade line and instantly go and purchase what you want to purchase, okay? That's for that individual. The second individual that just wants to get their credit together, they want to get their life together, you don't need to purchase trade lines if you're just trying to get yourself together. No. What you need to do is go through, do a full credit sweep, wipe out all the old negative items, go through my course and get there's $20,000, $18,000 of guaranteed legitimate lines of credit, not trade lines. All right, I want you all to say lines of credit. Okay? 3 words. Lines of credit. I want you guys to participate with me. Like I said, if you're watching this for the first time, this is a live lecture. This is unlike anything you've ever seen before. I want you to participate with me. And yes, this is live, okay? I want you to say lines of credit. Lines of credit, 3 words, lines of credit. Thank you for participating, Trucking for Show. All right, thank you for participating, Robert Mack. Thank you for participating, Adam. Lines of credit. Lines of credit are separate from trade lines, okay? Lines of credit are legitimate companies. These are companies, okay? They specialize in restoring your credit. The reason why Scott has all these, and you guys are gonna hear it in the video. The reason why Scott went from having a 400 credit score, being bankrupt, to having over 700 is because he went step by step. I think Scott and I have probably had about 4. And Scott, to be honest with you, I ain't gonna lie to you, Scott. You should have did a 5-hour strategy session. You would have saved money. But nevertheless, Scott has done probably 4 one-on-one consultations with me. He's very deliberate and he invests in himself. And he has done, and he's made sure he crossed every T, dot every I, and he has follows everything to the letter, which is why his scores have been able to go up over 200 points after a bankruptcy, okay? So that being said, that's what you need to do. Repair, restore your credit, wipe out the old stuff, and get legitimate lines of credit. As long you can be in a bankruptcy, as long as your bankruptcy is discharged, and as long as you're not, you don't have an open child support lien, okay, where it's open on your credit. I don't care what your baby mama said. I don't care what the court reporter said. I don't care what the judge said. I'm talking about on your credit report. If it's not an open judgment on your credit report, you're fine, okay? But if you owe child support, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. But if it's open on your judgment, you have to get that worked out. For some of them, okay, you can still get probably about 10,000, but not the full 18,000, because some of them want you to have that taken care of. Some of them don't care. But nevertheless, you need to get open lines of credit, not trade lines, okay? So the first person that's wanting to purchase something, the first person that has a goal in mind, they're trying to purchase a home or a car or finance something, trade lines are good for you, but you got to be RTG, ready to go as soon as you get them. The second type of person that is just trying to restore their life, just get their life together. You don't get trade lines, you don't purchase trade lines until you're at the very, very end, like Scott Davies, prime example, passive income trucker. He's done all of his due diligence. He's got down, he stayed down. It's been over 12 months, and he's completely turned his whole entire life around because he did the work, and he ain't purchased no trade line. All right. But now if he wants to purchase trade lines, okay, now we can talk about some things where we can take him to another level to get to that 780, depending on what his goals are. You dig what I'm saying? But he doesn't necessarily need to purchase trade lines, okay? That's the second person. The third type of person is a person that just wants novelty, meaning that they just want to have an 800 score or 720 score because it sounds good, it sounds sexy, and it's important to them. There's nothing wrong with that at all. It's a status symbol for them. Nothing wrong with that at all. You do not need to be purchasing trade lines, okay? So you don't purchase trade lines because they are temporary and they are an investment. It's not worth it, okay? I hope I answered your question, okay? Ooh, I asked myself. That's good luck. I asked myself. I got a little bit more time left on this thing. A little bit more time left. All right, we have 140 likes. Let's see if we can get to 200 likes, guys. Right now, we have a total of 225 shares. Thank you so much for that. We have 225 shares and we have 140 likes. Let's see if we can get to 200 likes live. That'll be dope if we got 200 likes live, okay? I'm going to open up the phone calls as soon as I'm done with all of my clients that are enrolled into DCFI Online. I have to answer their questions first. They get priority. All right, the next question is from Tel. Tel says, hey, Dean, congratulations. Thank you so very much. I appreciate the well wishes. Congratulations on your engagement, my brother. You stay in North Florida, and you're trying to open up a skating rink in Cordella, Georgia. But I'm not sure how to go about this. Do I still do the virtual office for a location in Georgia until I can get funding for the physical address? Also, how should I go about doing the website and location change if I should do the virtual office first? Total cost to start from scratch is $40K. It's easy. Sorry for the long question. Thank you in advance. Well, T, that is an awesome plan. And you can easily accumulate that, okay? Easily. My advice for you, there's something that I didn't find out. How long, T, are you watching live, T? T Celeste, are you watching live? Because I want to answer your question specifically, because this is very good and I want to know, are you watching live, T? Let me know. All right, I don't see T participating. So T might not be watching live. All right, so T, it depends on how long your business has been incorporated. Ideally, for a brand new startup, let's just say you're a brand new startup, you can get $40,000 in 6 months. Easily get $40,000 in 6 months in business credit that's 100% separate from your personal credit. Easily, you can do it. If you follow the courses, if you follow the steps in the course, you can easily do that in 6 months. What I would suggest that you do is, I need to know how long the business has been around, because if your business has been around in Florida, just build the business credit in Florida, pull up the cash, then go buy in Georgia. But if that's not the case, that's what I'm saying. I need to know. I would need to know. I'm gonna give you both scenarios. First scenario number one, it's a brand new startup. Brand new startup, for the first 3 months, get down, stay down, build up your business credit. In 3 months, you're gonna have about $50,000. If you follow every step in the course, you have about $50,000 in vendor and store accounts, okay, within the first 3 months. After that, you're going to leverage that to now get unsecured business credit cards, unsecured working capital, and unsecured equipment financing, okay? You're able to use those three things to then build up your business profile. Your business profile will be so strong that you can walk into any old service merchandise, any old Walmart, or even if it's an old skating rink that has been closed down. Because your business profile will be set up the proper way, they will lease it to you without any PG in your business name, okay? Easily, with having over $50,000 of vendor credit, and now you have access to working capital as well. After you do that, then you would want to hit up about 3 of the lending institutions that I teach in the course in tier 3 credit. And you can easily have about $60,000 off of those, because the average gets about 20 or 25. If you look at the last, post that I did on, not the last post, but the last testimonial that I shared on Instagram, somebody just got 25,000 from one of them. So all of them, they do credit mirroring. 25 from one, 25 from the other, 25 from the third. Boom, you already have $75,000. Easy to do it. It's easy to do it. So that's the scenario. So whether you're already there in Florida, or you're going to start over again, you can easily do it in 6 months, okay? I hope I answered your question. Very good question. I love that. All right, so Pam, so Pam Holmes says, can you talk more about LLC holding companies? Yes. So basically a holding company is nothing but a company that you're building business credit for. You can build up to $250,000 for a brand new startup holding company, and you use that $250,000 to buy any and everything that you want to buy. You're very welcome, Jeff. You can buy anything that you want to buy, up to $250,000 with a holding company. So a holding company is basically like, say for instance, if you work at 9 to 5 for somebody else, but you work at 60-10 for your business, for yourself. Working 9 to 5. Let's say you work at 9 to 5 at a tailor shop. Let's say you make suits. 9 to 5 for tailor shop. 6 to 10. I want to start a clothing line. You can build a holding company that is very universal, that you can use, that is non-descriptive, that you can use to purchase any and everything that you want to purchase in your business name. And then once you realize what you want to do, say for instance, you were a tailor because your grandmother loved clothes, but your heart's desire is to open up a tea shop instead. You now have up to $250,000. Instead of opening up a clothing store, you can turn around and open up a tea shop. So basically a holding company is basically you building up a business, and you're going to create businesses under that business to hold the asset of that business. If you guys understand that, I want you to say, got it. If you don't understand, I want you to say more questions, okay? Even if you're watching this on the replay, we already hit over 200 shares. So that being said, if you call the number that I'm gonna give out and you leave your question, if we get to 500 shares, I can easily answer your questions. So even if you, so Kina Mina says more questions. Okay, Kina Mina, call in. I'm about to open up the phone lines in a minute, Kina Mina. So give us a call and I'm gonna answer your questions live, okay? So I hope I explained that. So Emmanuel says, when and how are hard inquiries removed from a credit report? Don't worry about hard inquiries, okay? Hard inquiries do not, this is live, guys. Hard inquiries do not negatively affect your credit as much as people think. Because people don't understand the algorithm, they don't understand the quantitative algorithm that makes up credit. They do things that they think they heard, or they'll read a credit report and the credit report says you have too many inquiries. That ain't what's making your scores what it is. I'm gonna give you guys a scenario. You guys know that I'm very pedagogical when I teach. So I'm gonna give you guys a scenario. So there's a young lady that just recently got married. Her and her husband are having their first Thanksgiving. The young lady says, okay, I'm gonna make the turkey. So what she does is she seasons up the turkey real good, cut the legs off the turkey, and put them at the bottom of the pan. The husband walks in the kitchen and was like, babe, what you doing? Why you cutting off the drumsticks to the turkey? Well, that's what my mama did. That's what my great grandmama did. So that's how we do it. He says, that's dumb. My mama gonna come and she gonna think that you don't know how to cook. You don't cut the thing off. It's in my family tradition. I'm supposed to carve the turkey and I'm supposed to cut off the legs and give it to such and such and such and such. And they had this big old argument, this big old fight. She slammed the door and say, you know what? You dumb, you stupid, you don't know what you're doing. Shuts the door, slammed the door. She called up her mama, she cried. She's like, mama, I'm trying to be a good wife. I did everything that you did. I cut the legs off the turkey so that we could do it like Thanksgiving. And he's mad at me. And the mama says, well, baby, your oven is a lot bigger than your great grandmama's and my oven. You ain't got to cut the legs off in order to cook that bird. So what happens is that people perpetuate what they think they know, okay? So a lot of times people think that, oh, if I get a hard inquiries removed, or if somebody did this, or somebody did this little trick, or somebody did that little trick and that helped them, but that does not equate to what's best for you in your scenario, okay? So that being said, you do not have to worry about hard inquiries. Hard inquiries will, what hard inquiries will do, it will actually jam up. So remember the young lady who asked the question, was like, Dean, I have a fraud alert. I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing. when you do hard inquiry removals, that is what you're leading to where it's going to be difficult for you, and you can be easily red flagged, and you can't get a stick of gum because you're putting the right energy in the wrong area. All right. The next part of his question, the next part of L Man's question says, just got approved for a small personal unsecured loan for $3K. Congratulations. With that money, I want to buy a trade line for $40K with 15 years of clean history. Will the new $3K loan have a negative impact on my chances of acquiring a higher loan? No, it will not. After my trade line shows up, no, it will not. My credit report I'm waiting on a call back from Patricia to have the consultation set up. I need to have the game plan before I buy a seasoned trade line for $40K. Thank you. God bless you all. Very, very good stuff, Emmanuel. Eman, congratulations on your achievements. You're headed towards the right direction. Like I said, it's going to be the end of July before I can do some more one-on-one consultations, okay? But the reason why Makita is going to get me on Fridays because, one, he's in the executive coaching, which is my mentorship group. So that's the reason why. And also, I promised him his 15-minute consultation before I went out to the U.S., but I got sidetracked, okay? So I'm not showing favoritism. I'm just trying to clean up where I messed up, okay? All right. All right. So, shirt. Is that Cheryl or Maria? I just say Maria. Maria. So Maria says, I just need clarification regarding setting up my virtual office and business phone number before obtaining my LLC. How will your virtual office and business phone number be on your LLC name when you have not set up your LLC? I believe in the LLC course, it says to set. Yes. So what happens is that when you start your LLC and you create your business, they ask you, what is your address? Your address is your virtual office address, your business address that you choose. When you create your business profile, your telephone number is going to be listed. So the reason why the course is set up to walk you step by step, because the mistake that some people make, Maria, is they'll set up their home address first. Big red flag. And then after they set up their home address, then they try to go back and change it. Now it's an additional $25 fee. So because you know the proper steps, and I teach you the ins and outs and the tricks of the trade, what you do is you go figure out, okay, when your virtual office is going to be. You go ahead and pay the virtual office. They don't care. As long as you pay your bill, you're fine. You get, let's say if you're in Wyoming, or let's just say you're at 5900 Prosperity Lane. All right. So you live on 100 Ambition Road, but 5900 Prosperity Lane is the virtual office. You pay the fee with 5900 Prosperity Lane. All right. You go to the Secretary of State, and they say, what is your business address? My business address is 5900 Prosperity Lane. Okay, do you have a registered agent? I'm my own registered agent. Registered agent is a business position. Just because you're your registered agent, do not put your residential address down. All right, I repeat, do not put your residential address down. I need all of you guys to say, no residential address. No residential address. 3 words. I need you guys to participate with me, okay? I need you to make the mind muscle connection. Even if you're watching this on the replay, I want you to participate. I want you to say no residential address, okay? I have to answer all of my clients' questions that are in DCFI Online. Then after that, I'm going to open up for phone calls, okay? I want you to say no residential address, okay? I want you to say no residential address, okay? No RA. Who's that cheating? Don't be cheating. Don't cheat, Jamaica. Say no residential address. Write it out. Don't be cheating, Jamaica. I want you to make a full mind muscle connection. Don't say no RA. I want you to say no residential address. That's a very big mistake that a lot of people, especially LegalZoom, makes. That bothers me and irritates the black off my back, because LegalZoom just keeps you legal. That's fine, but they don't specialize in working capital and business credit. So they don't know. I see people asking questions. All you guys that are asking questions, thank you so much for asking the question. I'm going to open up the phone lines and be sure to call in, okay? I know it's late, but hey, everything ain't for everybody, okay? All right, we have 40 new people that just jumped on. all 40 of you guys hit that like button and hit that share button. Right now we have a total of 220 shares. Thank you so much for that. 220 shares. I want all of you guys to hit that like button. It'll be awesome. We get to 200 likes live, okay? Like I said, we get to 500 likes and you're watching this on the replay. I want you to participate as well because I'm going to answer your questions on the replay, okay? I'm going to give out the phone number and allow you guys to call in a moment. All right. So Adam says, do I need to submit Form 8832 to change my address with the IRS for my virtual office? Yes, Adam. You need to submit Form 8832 in order for you to update your address. That's a very good question, Adam. Yes, you hit it spot on. I can tell, Adam, you've been paying close attention to, you've been paying close attention to the course. Awesome stuff, Adam. All right, Julian says, greetings, Dean. Congratulations on everything. Thank you very much. I did a PG for a Chase credit card and was approved for $6K. Awesome job. Congratulations. I have 4 to 5 payment experiences. Awesome. Before I can go on to tier 2 credit. You ordered 4 items from the different Net 30 vendors yesterday. Congratulations. Yesterday was the middle of the month. You right there where you need to be, Julian. Julian, I'm loving what I'm hearing, my man. You are doing your thing, Julian. Congratulations, man. You spot on. You're doing everything that I teach you in the course. Should I work on getting all the way to tier 3 before applying for more cards, purchase trade lines, or both before going to Amex? Deeply appreciate you, sir. Julian, you are right where you need to be. Congratulations. My strong advice for you, if you want to get to Amex, you want to be at tier 3 because that is going to heighten your chances with Amex. And by the time you get to tier 3, you will have about 75,000 to 100,000. And you might not need Amex, but you have a very, very, very high possibility of getting Amex depending on how seasoned your business is, okay? Very good question. Awesome job. Matter of fact, I want all of you guys to hit that heart button. I want you guys to give Julian 3 hearts, okay? Because he is spot on. I want all of you guys to hit that heart button 3 times for Julian right now because he is spot on. He's getting down. He's staying diligent. You're very, very welcome, Trucker Juice, which is Julian. I want all of you guys to hit that, give him 3 hearts. Congratulate with those that are congratulating or that are celebrating. Celebrate with those because, like I said, there's going to be an audience of people to celebrate with you as well. Celebrate. Makita gave him 5 hearts. Good stuff. Makita, he sound like you. Makita, he right where you need to be. I'm telling you, guys are doing awesome. You guys make me so freaking proud. Man, y'all make me so proud. Man, y'all make me so proud. All right, Adam asked, do I have time for a 15-minute? Not this week, Adam. Unfortunately, I don't this week. Only I do for Makita because I have to pick back up, like I said, because I promised him I was going to talk to him before I went to Koke. Next question is from Ann. Ann says, I don't see it. Is there a link to the live YouTube? Yes, so we're done. We're at the end of all the questions. So I am going to come in. So all of you guys right now, I'm going to go onto my YouTube and I am going to drop the 800 number, okay? Look for all those hearts. Thanks so much for that, Christopher. Christopher shouting them out with like 2 rows of hearts. That's what I'm talking about, Christopher. 2 rows of hearts. I am going to come in and I'm going to drop the phone number. I am going to come in and I'm going to drop the phone number. Oh, I'm lying. Hold on, wait. How do I turn this thing down? There we go. Drop the phone number. I'm allowing you guys to call in, okay? The number is 855-756-6639. That's 855-75-MONEY. 855-75-MONEY. 855-756-6639. That's 855-756-6639. 855-756-6639. Call in with your questions live. I'm going to answer your questions live on YouTube. I forwarded all the calls from the podcast over to my bat phone. Hey, thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. Who is that? Tina. Thank you so much for that, Tina. All right, we got somebody calling from Covenant, Georgia. Okay, let's see. Hey, caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, my name is Brian. I'm from Decatur, Georgia, man. How you doing?
I'm winning. Brian, how you feeling, man? From the deck. From the deck is in the building, man. I miss Decatur where it's greater, man. All the way from the deck, man. Listen, I'm in New Orleans, and I was walking around with in the gym. I was working out today with my Atlanta shirt on, and they was like, "Who that?" I said, "We that." I don't care nothing about that.
Well, you're there with a lot of haters, man.
Man, it's so many of them, man. Listen to me. It's so funny because in Atlanta, a lot of people from New Orleans come to Atlanta, so it's different. But down here, listen, black and red.
You already know. You
Yes, sir.
already know, man.
So, what's your question, my man? How can I help you?
Yes, I was wondering, right? I had a couple of credit cards that closed up on me recently, and I was wondering if there was anything that I could do about that.
When you say they closed up on me, help me understand. Did they close on you because you they
A late
charged
payment.
off? Or they closed on you from late payments, or did they close on you because you were your limit was too high? Help me understand what you mean by closed on
Yeah, it's basically maxed them out and
you. Mm-hmm.
late on the payment.
Okay. To be 100% honest with you, if they recently closed on you and they maxed out and you're late on the payments, you can try to offer what's considered a goodwill letter. If you're wanting to keep them and you're wanting to open them up, then you're gonna have to make some payments to get them down under your limit. Catch up on those payments, and then they can try to restore those cards. But let's talk a little bit more. What is your goal?
Well, my goal is to get my credit, all the way back, right back in standing. 'Cause I had good credit, but my business kind of went through a struggle, so I just had to kind of, leverage some things, and that's how it actually got bad. And so, the business is coming back, and so I want to be able to bring it back. I just want to do it the right way, and I wasn't sure if it closes and I can't get it back open, if there's something I can do to, clear that up.
Yes, sir. So now first, let me do a temperature check. Can you guys hear Brian from Decatur where it's greater? If y'all can hear him, I want you to say hear him. If you cannot, I want you to say cannot, because it does seem kind of low. I can hear him, but I want to know, can you guys hear him? Because like I am using my old bat phone. I use my old bat phone. I don't use the new iPhone 10. I use the bat phone. So let's see. Can you guys hear him? Say it's low. Hear him. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for that, Jamaica. You can hear him. All right, it's low. Yeah, it is low. It's low. Thanks so much, Alex, for sharing that number again. All right. You cannot hear him. You can't hear him. Okay. All
Okay,
right.
I
So
can
it's
speak
okay.
louder.
So let's see now. Let's say something now. Can you hear? So, talk a little bit louder for us, Brian.
Yes, I can speak louder.
You can speak
I
louder.
can
Okay.
repeat it.
Like normally when I'm in my office and I got all the fancy high tech stuff, it just come through the speaker. But because I'm enjoying this cigar outside, I wanted to do this. But nevertheless, to answer your question, Brian, to be 100% honest with you, my biggest advice for you, because they are recent, put all your energy and effort in building up your business and building up your business credit. Put a pause on your personal credit. And then just focus on building up your business credit, because you can build business credit that's 100% separate from your personal credit. And once you build up your business credit and you get your business credit established, then you can go back and you can start on trying to get a lot of those old things removed and erased off of your credit report. That's the best thing that I would suggest for you to do, because you do have that recent negative items on your credit. Credit restoration works the best on the older items, things that are new or that are recent. If you're an entrepreneur, focus on your business credit and establishing, building your business credit. Tell me, what type of business are you in, Brian?
Trucking
Okay, you're in the trucking business. How long have you been in the trucking industry?
since last October.
Okay, that's good stuff. Who you running for?
Well, I'm leased on to a company called Mag,
Okay,
but I just, I'm in the I just got my DOT number, and I'm gonna
congratulations.
be putting insurance on it.
Okay, good stuff. So you about to get your own authority.
Exactly.
Definitely. So my advice, man, you want to focus 100%. Listen, if you are you regional or are you local or are you OTR?
I'm OTR.
Okay, listen, my advice to you is you just like Scott Davies. You can do just like Scott. Scott is OTR. Scott got down. He get down. He stay down. You can easily. Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping out of the truck? Like, are you really doing OTR for real? Like, you getting to the ship or sleeping at the ship or getting up, running, getting everything like you need to?
I do it for real.
Okay.
I got a driver right now.
Okay, that's good.
Get another truck.
Okay, that's awesome.
And I get in that truck, yeah.
Okay, my advice is get down and stay down for 6 months. Focus on establishing your new business, establishing your business credit. In 6 months' time, you can easily have $100,000, especially in the trucking industry. Then once you have that, then we could talk about leveraging some things and restoring your personal credit. So focus on your business now, and then after you focus on your business, then we go to the next level of focusing on your personal credit. I hope that answered your question. Does that answer your question?
It does, man. I appreciate the time.
You're so very welcome, Brian. I really appreciate you. Listen, make sure you stay focused. Share this with all of your trucking buddies. Share it with all your family members, with all the haters that they're gonna see how you come up after this 6 months going OTR ride and have you gonna come back and you're gonna be fresher than ever, man. Thanks so much for calling. All right, guys, I am taking your calls 855-75-MONEY, which is 855-756-6639. That's 855-756-6639. And because I am using the bat phone and I forwarded the podcast number to the bat phone, I'm gonna need you guys to talk up a little bit. And I really want to get another stick. Oh, I wonder if baby can get that cold fusion for me. I know she stopped watching. I'm looking in the house right now. I don't know where they at. Her and my daughter, I don't know where they at. I really want to get that cold fusion. We got somebody calling from Mobile. Hey caller, what's your name and where you calling from? Speak up if you can.
Martrell Powell calling from Mobile, Alabama.
Hey Martrell, how you feeling, my man?
Pretty good.
All right, before we get into this too
Okay.
heavy, guys, can you hear Martrell? If you guys can hear them, I want you to say, hear him. Hear him. Let's see. And I really, if you are watching, please come here so you can give me that cold fusion cigar that's in my humidor. It's the one with the gold label, if you watching. Okay, y'all can hear him? Okay, awesome. Thanks so much, Alex, for dropping that number again. All right, Martrell, they can hear you, my man. Go ahead with your question, my man. How can I help you?
Okay, I got a store that I'm working on opening up.
Okay.
And the place needs about $20,000 worth of renovation.
Okay.
And I'm struggling I don't know if I want to put that kind of money in somebody else's property.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
I kind of need some advice.
Okay, makes a lot of sense. So that's a bit layered. So let's talk about that a little bit more. So you said that you have a store that you're wanting to open up. So so that means that are you leasing out this storefront location?
Well, I haven't leased it out. Me and the owner, we talked a little bit, but I haven't moved forward with it because I'm struggling. Because I don't want to I'm afraid to put the $20,000 into the building, and I'm looking at, okay, if the business don't make it, I just made it better
For him, absolutely. So that's very good. So what's so special about this location? Why this location specifically?
It's inside a barber shop, and what I was going to do was open up a men's clothing store. With the amount of customers that's coming through there, I know I could pretty much make some pretty good money, basically.
Okay. So if the owner of is the owner not willing to do the renovations? Because it's just secondary income for them because they already got the barbershop. They're making money hand over fist. If they got that much traffic, then
yeah.
Okay, so my question to you is this: what is around? Is there any office space or any storefront that is in proximity to the barbershop?
No, it's not.
Okay. How can I suggest that you do this? How long have you you've been in business?
Well, I haven't. I had a shop and I ended up losing it.
Uh huh.
I'm trying to open up a new shop. I'm trying to open up a new shop, and I think it's just the ideal place. I don't know if I want to stick my money into his building. That's the only thing that I'm struggling with right now, basically.
Okay. Well, one thing is this. So it takes money to make money.
That's
If
correct.
you can easily, it takes money to make money. What would be your lease? What would be the amount that you would be paying for your lease?
It'll be 700.
Okay. If it's gonna be 700, do it. Let me tell you why. If you're
Okay.
gonna do clothing, you and I know that you can actually do made to measure. Are you familiar with MTM?
No, I'm not.
Okay, MTM is made to measure suits. It's like custom suits, but what they do is they have a set amount of fabric. All you have to do is take your customers' measurements, and then you take your customers' measurements, and it's just like it's tailor made, but it's not. It's made to measure. What you could easily do, all you would need is 20 suits, 20 customers. You're gonna sell $1,000 suits, and what'll happen is
Okay.
that for made to measure, it might cost you $200 for the suit, but then you're gonna sell the suit for 1,000. So by you selling the suit for 1,000, it's going to pay for the renovations. You will easily get in the green with having such a small overhead if you do it
Okay.
the proper way. What type of clothing
Oh,
is it that you're wanting to sell?
it'll be urban wear.
Okay, if it's gonna be urban wear, then that's a little different. Then, so we're talking about t-shirts, we're talking about hats and things like that.
It- Yeah, and then I'm trying to locate a Nike vendor because I want to sell Nike shoes in there too.
Okay.
But I'm struggling trying to find a Nike vendor.
All right, so this is my advice. To make sure that you get the best return on your investment, do a 5-year lease. Do a 5-year lease and do it in your business name. All right, do a 5-year
Okay.
lease in your business name. Build up your business credit that's separate from your personal credit. So the 20,000 that you're investing your business credit. So God forbid if something were to happen, that particular business goes under, not you that go under. Does that make sense?
Okay.
If you
Yes, it
build up
does.
your business credit the proper way, then I suggest that you do urban wear as well as doing suits. Because if somebody is,
Oh,
yeah, urban wear is cool, and yes, Nikes are cool, but where the big bucks is stuff like that I wear. You dig what I'm saying? Because
okay.
when you grown, you know what I'm saying. You trying to make sure you go out,
Yeah.
get you some sugar walls, or trying to find you some fine young tender thing to cuddle up with. Or if you already got a fine young tender thing, she gonna want to see you looking good. This is a very good way for you to break
Okay.
into another market with that has a higher profit margin. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
So the cool thing about it is
And
that
see,
go ahead.
now I'm also gonna offer online. I'm gonna offer online once
Absolutely. Online is where
I
it's at. Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. So my advice to you, it is definitely worth it with a $700 overhead with that much traffic. Now let's talk a little bit more. So what's your definition of traffic? How many barbers are there, as well as on average how many men come in and out of that location?
Okay, within a month, just with it's 3 barbers.
Okay.
With the two barbers, I know they having at least um, a month. They bringing at least 300 people through that shop just with the 2 barbers. I haven't went and looked at the other barber sign-in sheet to see how many customers he's basically bringing in.
Okay.
But I know with just the 2 barbers, they bringing over 300 customers a month
Okay.
that's coming through that shop.
All right. To be 100% honest with you, that's not a whole lot of traffic. Um,
Okay,
that's not a whole lot of traffic. That is a bit risky um,
okay,
because of the competition. That's not a lot of traffic. That's not enough traffic for me to where I would feel comfortable to invest $20,000. Why does it need $20,000?
okay.
Are you able to cut down on that? What do you need that? Where's the 20,000 coming from?
Well, it needs the walls need to be redone and the ceiling needs to be brought up.
Okay.
So we'll get a whole more merchandise in the facility because the ceiling just is too low.
Okay, well, if that's the case, do it in phases. Are you is the building? I mean, is the location? I know it's a little cramped. You can redo those walls. You can go and get some of our brown Latino brothers, day laborers. You can get the equipment. You can easily purchase everything in your business name from Home Depot. You can purchase the equipment, and you can pay a day laborer $100 or so, and they can turn them walls out. Ask me how I know. That's how I was able to turn this property as quick as I turned this property, because that's what we did. We had a crew of 5, and I invested $2,000 into them, and to redo the whole everything. If you saw, like, did you see the house before? Have you seen the vlog of the house of this house before I got it?
No, I didn't.
Okay, check out that vlog, and you can see we had to redo everything. So for them to redo everything was going to be for this. Now this house is about 4,500 square feet of space. I invested $2,000. Retail was going to be around 8,500. So that being said, work smarter, not harder. If you build up your business credit, you can leverage your line of credit with Home Depot and with Lowe's for the equipment. Invest the $2,000 to get the day laborers to do the work. So I don't see where it's $20,000 just to raise the ceiling and to get the floor, get the walls done. What's the square footage of the office space that you'll be leasing from the barbershop?
It is it's 14 foot wide by 40 foot long.
So that's around what, 350 or 500 square feet, if that?
Yes.
Yeah. So that 20,000 is a bit much, just to get those things done. You can get those things done on a shoestring budget if you're wise about it. Second thing is, now if you're talking about equipment, that's different, because you're going to own that equipment that you're going to put in there. You're going to own the shelving. You're going to own the desk. You're going to own the that you can take with you. So if you restructure how you want to do the deal, you can easily make it work. My advice to you is to continue to build a relationship with the owner. Go get your hair cut as many times as you can. Go, have cigars with them if you have cigars. Just build that relationship with them. Make sure you do a 5-year lease so that you can get a return on. You're gonna definitely get a return on your investment. But because the traffic is so low, that is my advice is you can probably turn that thing over for around $5,000 versus $20,000. Then use your business credit for the equipment to get everything else done. Does that help you out? Does that answer your question?
Yeah. Now, where can I do a little research about the suits that you was talking about?
The best place for you to do research about MTM, go to Google and do made to measure. Also go to DHgate. If you go to DHgate and you look and you type in custom suits, only do vendors that have a 5-star rating and that have been doing it for more than 24 months. And you can get those vendors for made to measure from DHgate, from AliExpress. If you don't want to take a trip to China or India. My fiance is a she owns her own clothing line, and she's a designer, and we're actually planning a trip to go to Thailand so that we can build relationships specifically there, because I love to travel and Thailand is so cheap. That's the best place to go. But besides that, to get your way into that, you want to go to DHgate and you want to go to AliExpress.
Okay.
All right, my man. Thanks so much for calling, and I appreciate you so much, man. Make sure you hit that like button and hit the share button. Guys, I am taking your calls. Give me a call, 855-756-6639. That is 855-756-6639. I am taking your calls live. And if you're watching this on the replay, call 855-756-6639, and then hit option number 2. You can ask a question on the answer machine. We get this video to have 500 shares, and I answer your questions. Right now we're at 261 shares, and we have 161 thumbs up. So thank you so much for that. The more live shares we get, awesome. It'll be awesome if we get to 200 likes on this video. We get to 500 shares. I'm going to do a separate video where all I'm doing is answering your questions that you leave on the podcast 800 number. So it's 855-756-6639. That is 855-756-6639. 855-756-6639. I am taking y'all calls. We're gonna talk. Yes, we're gonna talk on Friday, Marquita. When I'm headed to the gym, Friday morning, 8 o'clock. All right, look like we slowing down. I listen. I know everything ain't for everybody, so we took a couple calls, 3 calls. I'll take a couple more calls. I know it's late. 855-756-6639. All right, 855. All right, Darius, just ask a question. Darius, call in. You ain't got to type it in. Ask the question. Call in. 855-756-6639. And this is live. Yes, this is live. And if you're watching on the replay like, Dean, I wanted to call you live. How come I couldn't call? Because you probably called and or not called, or you probably caught me live, but you did not subscribe, or if you did subscribe, you didn't hit the bell. Hey, caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
Hello, I'm calling from Houston, Texas.
Hey, Houston, Texas, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much.
You're so very welcome. How can I help you?
Well, while I'm calling, I recently retired from the Department of Defense.
Congratulations.
And thank you. So I'm a full-time pastor now, non-paid pastor.
Come on now, Pastor.
Here's my question.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yeah, I don't get any money from the nonprofit. But here's my question.
Yes, ma'am.
I've signed up for the class. I'm going
Yes.
to work on the personal credit and the business. But
Yes, ma'am.
since I'm not working now for last year, because I had, the lump sum, it'll show a 1099 over about 200,000 for
Yes.
last year.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's not real income.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
can understand that.
Yes, ma'am.
So now I don't know, since I don't have that monthly income coming in, if I'll be able to focus on the business that I want to build, or should I build a non-profit stemming from my ministry? Because our ministry is 20 years old, but it's only a year old for 501.
Yes, ma'am. So this is a very good question. What type of business do you want to build?
I was going to put in a holding, like Dean was talking about.
Yes, ma'am.
I was going to do that because I actually have a real estate thing that I work with through a company called Renata.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm looking at that. I also have another, turnkey business that I want to get into. So either of those I would be able to move into if I have a holding company. I was going to do A2O Enterprise.
Okay. So my advice to you is build up the business credit for the ministry. So even though it's a 501c3 and even though it's a ministry, it is still in the eyes of banking and finance a business. And what I tell all of my pastors and my spiritual brothers and sisters is that your ministry, your church, is the individuals and the people, but the business is the building. Because you know them lights need to be paid. You know that the water needs to be paid. You know that the air needs to run, especially if you're in Texas. So that being said, build up the business credit for the ministry, as well as if you do have that passion, if you're pastoring full time, how big is your congregation?
Well, we're a ministry, not a church.
Okay.
So I have people all over the world. I'm global.
Okay, so do you have a physical location? Do you have a church building?
We actually have a location that we just started renting.
Yes, ma'am.
So it's not ours. We only rent it for Sunday.
That makes sense. Okay.
So I was going to get a virtual office address.
Well, actually, no, you don't have
because
to.
I didn't know about the not use the P.O. box until now.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm going to have to go back and correct that one.
Yes, ma'am. So for the 501c3, you can update your articles with the office space that you are renting. even the church, the storefront or the church that you're subleasing from, you use that as the business address for the ministry, for the 501c3. For the for-profit side and the holding company, you will need to get a virtual office for that. So because you are global and your ministry is online, then you have the luxury of building them up both at the exact same time. So that being said, because you have your 501c3 status and because you're online and you're global, you can easily get a grant from Google for $200,000 for advertising, specifically for advertising. But Google did have a moratorium for faith-based nonprofits. What is your mission statement for your nonprofit?
We're faith-based. We're faith-based.
You are faith-based?
We're religious.
Okay,
Yes,
so
we
because you're faith-based, I need to study up on my research. Because you're enrolled into the course, you have access to this every Tuesday. So the next time we go live, ask your question again on that Tuesday. And I would do my research on that Google grant to see if they've really opened up that moratorium, because that will allow you to actually put your videos and your content, and you can actually get as much traffic as you can to grow the ministry. Now, as far as the holding company and real estate, I think that's very good for you to build them both up at the exact same time, because you do have the income. You're going to need to make sure that you do it in your business name. Don't focus on your personal income, especially if you have a 1099 for $200,000. Then I suggest that you take a loss for this next year. So you need.
Oh, that's what I'm trying to do.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what I'm trying to do.
So, yes, ma'am. So you right on it. You right on it. So that being said, I strongly suggest that maybe it would be a good idea for you to invest in a couple of one-on-one sessions so that you can actually map out your plan, because your situation is a little different because you're full-time right now, and because you're not over a particular congregation, your time is open for the entrepreneurial side of your calling. So you can build them up. Traditionally, I would tell somebody to focus on one thing and build up the other thing, but you're in a unique position to where you already have your 501c3, you already have a storefront, commercial address for the 501c3, so you can easily get grants. I just have to tap into those grants because you have been established for 20 years. So you have a good foundation to easily capitalize and maximize and get some income coming in for the ministry. But then also, but that money got to be specifically for the ministry. You cannot use that to fund another business. So a lot of times what I tell people is, take money from one business to fund another business. You cannot do that on the end of the stretch of the imagination for the ministry. So that's the reason why you need a good business plan and a good business strategy. So I would strongly suggest that you invest in a couple of coaching sessions so that we can actually map it out line upon line, precept upon precept, so they that read it can run. Come on, Pastor, y'all ain't happy.
All right. Okay, that sounds good.
You're so very welcome. Thank you so very much. And so how are you?
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. So since you recently enrolled into the course, what are your thoughts about the course? What do you like it? Pros and cons, good and bad.
Oh, I'm loving it so far. Well, of course, my only con is it takes so long, and that's only because, like you say, I'm retired.
Yes, ma'am.
Most people, they got to work and they can only do it. But since I'm here all day, I'm like, wow. When I dedicate the time to that,
you got to wait 3 days. Only do so much. Yes, ma'am. But it's designed to make sure that you walk step by step. Yes, ma'am. It's designed for you. But I'm so very glad that you decided to call. I'm so glad that you decided to enroll into the course. And I look forward to hearing more from you so we can see how we can help you grow that ministry and also grow your real estate business. Thank you so much for calling, Pastor.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right, guys. So as you can see, we have clients from all walks of life. The first client that called in was a trucker. Second client that called in, First client that called in was a trucker. Second client that called in was a clothing store. Third client that called in, what did they want to do? Man, third client that called in, they just wanted to build up their credit. And then we had a pastor to call in. So as you guys can see, we have clients from all walks of life. The course isn't designed just for one type of business, but the course is designed for many types of business. It don't matter where you are in the United States of America. As long as you're in the United States of America, we can help you build and grow your business. Hey caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, how you doing, E.DeanCole? My name is Gary Engineer. I'm calling from New York City.
Hey, what's going on, Gary? How are you feeling, my man? Thank you so much for calling.
I'm good. I'm good. Got a quick question for you.
Yes, sir. Oh, could you do me a favor? Yeah, you got me. Oh, you got me on your TV.
Turn that down.
Yeah, so you got me. You watching me on your TV on the big screen. I appreciate that.
For sure. For sure.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm a YouTuber. I have a pretty successful YouTube channel.
Awesome.
I sell stuff on my website.
Okay.
But I also do other stuff. I do e-commerce. I have a lot of stuff that I'm doing. So, and I'm planning on enrolling in your course.
Yes, sir.
So my question is, with everything, and I'm planning on doing some real estate. So
Okay.
my question is, with all these things that I'm doing, how do I set up a business structure that isn't all over the place? And what should I name it? Because I got my business name that's like my YouTube thing, and then I have all these other stuff. How do I break that up?
Okay, so the first question is, what is your YouTube channel? What's your channel name?
It's called T-Shirt Help Desk.
All right, hold on for a second. It's called what now?
T-Shirt Help.
T-Shirt Help Desk. All right. Guys, go and subscribe to T-Shirt Help Desk. T-Shirt Help Desk. Go and subscribe to T-Shirt Help Desk. I'm about to go subscribe to you right now. T-Shirt Help Desk. That's awesome. You have 81,000 subscribers. Congratulations, T-Shirt Help Desk. Now you have 81,574. Awesome. I just subscribed. T-Shirt Help Desk.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate
You're so very welcome. All of you guys subscribe to T-Shirt Help Desk. Help my man get over 100,000 subscribers. So that's the first thing.
That's my goal right now. That's my goal.
Yes, sir. 100,000 subscribers. That's awesome. So, question for you. Thing number one: T-Shirt Help Desk is the name of your channel. And you said that you sell items. So, did you create your LLC or did you create your company as T-Shirt Help Desk? Do you have an EIN under T-Shirt Help Desk?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay.
Not yet.
So you have not created any business or any business structure at all. Is that right?
No.
Okay.
I do everything under my personal.
Okay. So thing number one is you want to create a universal holding company. That's the best way for somebody like yourself, because you have multiple streams of income. You can have multiple streams of income coming into that business. So, what's your first and last name again?
Gary Ajane, Ajene.
Okay, so it could be Gary Holdings, or it can be Gary A Solutions, or Gary A Group, or it can be GAC Incorporated or GAC Holdings, something like that. Like if you're not in the United States of America, or let's say for instance, if you were out of the country, you would not know what Berkshire Hathaway was. Have you ever heard of Berkshire Hathaway before?
It sounds familiar, but I can't pinpoint it.
Okay, have you ever heard of Warren Buffett?
Yes, sir.
Warren Buffett owns the holding company Berkshire Hathaway. Berkshire Hathaway also owns all like Geico and a lot of these other businesses. So that being said, that's the best example of how you want to structure yourself. So like Berkshire Hathaway is actually like the last names of a company that he actually bought. So that being said, you want to be something along those lines. Once you structure your business that way, because you do online e-commerce, you can actually make a lot more money once you do have your EIN, because you can make a lot more money, with your affiliate marketing and affiliate links. once you are set up the proper way with your EIN, and your EIN needs to be attached to a LLC with a business account, business checking account, business bank account. So that being said, that's what I would suggest. You create a holding company, a limited liability holding company, a LLC. You can be a single member LLC. You don't have to do anything very fancy because you already have that 81,000 subscribers is phenomenal. That's phenomenal, and you will easily leverage that and funnel that traffic into more clients and more customers, and it'll be a lot better for you
Okay.
when it comes to your business structure.
Fantastic. Okay, so what happens when, all right, so I got this business, one of the business, and I'm selling, and what is it in terms of like doing business as? Do
Nope. Don't do a DBA.
So that they pay the holding company, or do I do a DBA so they'll know specifically which company? How does that work?
That's a very good question. Do not do a DBA. You don't want to do a DBA. What I've discovered, most people, they think about DBA, that is a EIN for a sole proprietor. You don't want to do a DBA because you have built your brand. You don't want to do a DBA. Even though you are the t-shirt company, you are the t-shirt help desk. The t-shirt help desk is fine. Even if you want to make your business the t-shirt help desk, you can easily convert the t-shirt help desk LLC and have that be one standalone business, and then do a separate standalone business for your real estate and all those other ventures for your e-commerce. If you choose to do that, you can have multiple businesses.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yes, you can have multiple businesses, and doing it that way, depending on what your goal is. So let me ask a little bit more. So your goal is ease, the easiest way to gather all your money together in your business. Is that correct? Is that the goal?
Yeah, my goal is to, first of all, have my business structure set up to finally get that.
Okay.
And have all of these business under, I guess, an umbrella company.
Okay.
Where all of these businesses can be, and when people go, like for instance, when they go in to pay, or if they see something and they see another name, does that throw people off, or can I set it up? Because you said all these different companies. Can I set up under a holding company? Can I set up all these different companies so that you can go to T-shirt Help Desk and buy something? You can go to one of my other companies and buy something, and it could be, you be paying that business name, but eventually it all goes into, everything goes up into this holding company. That's a setup that's kind of confusing.
Yes, sir. That's a very good question. Okay, so we're talking about business structure is separate from your bookkeeping. So now we're talking about bookkeeping. So
Okay.
so let's talk about it a little bit more. People can pay you through, let's say, Stripe, or let's say Square. Square, because I hate PayPal. PayPal is the worst. I hate PayPal. So let's say Stripe, or let's say Square. So let's say, for instance, your business account is in Greg Holdings or G Holding Group. That is the account that Square or Stripe deposits the funds into. However, your customer will see what you want them to see. So you can set up your payment gateway to where your customer will see what you want them to see, and then your payment gateway will funnel all the funds into whichever account you want it to go into. So your back end structure will be separate from how you present. And as a marketer, it's all about keywords and the marketing. So the keywords and the marketing, you use those just for the marketing and just for the funnels to get clientele, but all the funds can go into one business account, which will be your holding company. And that would be the best thing for you to do, because you already have the brand market share with the T-shirt help desk. Let that be just your funnel. Even if you want to create that one business, create just that one business. But I suggest you have all of your funds go into your holding company, so that'll make it easier for you to purchase the real estate. Because remember, we're talking about the fact that you also want to purchase real estate. So if all of your funds are in your holding company, then that makes it so much easier for you to leverage that to purchase real estate. If you didn't want to purchase real estate, then my advice would be different. My advice would be set up a LLC that only the T-shirt help desk, focus on growing the T-shirt help desk. But because you have that real estate in mind, and because you do have that great marketing tool that you already have. You want to funnel everything into that one holding company, which will make it easier for you to get funding for banks and lending institutions.
Fantastic. Okay, one more little thing. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I do business. I'm in New York.
Yes, sir.
I lived in L.A.
Okay.
I'm always in Atlanta.
Okay.
All right. I've heard that I've heard that because, you know, like you said about the turkey, you know, all this information.
Yes, sir.
What is the deal with setting up your business in a state and doing business out of state to Delaware? I've heard that you have to file an alien. You have to file as an alien company, and if you're in another state, you have to pay the taxes for that state anyway. Now, I don't know if that's true, but how does that work when, you know, you move it from you're from state to this and that, and the Delaware to the Nevada? I heard that that's a farce because you still have to file as an alien company because you're in another state. How does that work?
Well, what you would do is you would file it. It wouldn't be considered alien. It's called, the proper term is a foreign LLC. That's the proper term. It's called. You would file it as a. It's good. So you will file it as a foreign LLC.
Do you have to pay two taxes?
Well,
do you have to pay two sets of taxes?
Well, yes and no. So this is the reason. This is how I say that. Because your business is online, you can do business any and everywhere. Majority of the time, when people the reason why larger companies and corporations do that is because they're opening up a storefront location, or they're creating a actual presence in that physical state. If you're not creating a physical presence in that state, you don't have to do that. You can actually get like a work permit for that. Like, say for instance, if you're doing an event, you can get permission to work in that state for a small amount of time. You don't have to go through the entire process of just paying extra money for no reason. So that being said, you can do business anywhere in the United States of America. Like for instance, you are in New York, and you want to do business. Yeah, you're in New York. You want to do business with me. The person who just spoke with me was in Texas. She wants to do business. She's already doing business with me. I spoke with a gentleman in Georgia, and I also spoke with a gentleman in Alabama. So as long as it's in the continent of the United States of America, you can do business wherever, as long as you set it up the right way. I don't physically have a business presence in all of those locations. I have a business presence in New Orleans, and I have a business presence in Atlanta. So because I have that business presence where I actually is creating a business presence where I'm physically doing business physically in that location versus doing business virtually in that location. If you're doing business virtually, don't worry about it. But if all of your business is virtually, don't worry about it. But for your real estate, for the real estate process and purposes, you would want to do those. And I would suggest that you set up LLCs, and I would suggest that you would actually set up, instead of creating a foreign LLC, I would suggest that you just create a location where it's a branch location versus an actual complete separate foreign LLC.
Got you. E.DeanCole, thank you so much. I want to get I don't know if I should get the course or to get a consult, the 250 consultation, but because I actually sent you an email to do a consultation, but man, I appreciate everything you're doing. I'm always watching. You are the man. I appreciate it, brother.
I appreciate you tremendously, and share the wealth. I want some of those 80,000 people. Go on and send them my way, my little 16,000. Go on and share the wealth and shout me out. Let's do a collaboration.
I help people start businesses. I help them buy DTG machines, and they actually get funding and financing to buy these $20 to $60 to $100,000 machines. Man, I help people start. I do the same thing that you do, but very different. I don't do the end financing. I just tell them
industry specific
this business. So we definitely
absolutely
can do some work together. I would love to do a collaboration.
Absolutely. That sounds phenomenal, my man. I look forward to it, and thank you so much for reaching out. And the best thing for you to do, because
how can I email? How can I
the best thing
line to you? Where can I email you?
The best thing for you to do is to Best thing for you to do is shoot me. Best thing for you to do is call the office, let them know that you spoke with me, and then they're gonna pass me that information, and then I'll connect with you on the collab level. Now, as far as you getting the course, I strongly suggest that you do get the course because it's gonna walk you step by step through a lot of things. And if you're wanting to do consultations one-on-one, you get a discount for being a client enrolled into the course. Like for instance, like the gentleman who I shouted out, Passive Income Trucker, Scott Davies, he's done about 5 one-on-one consultations with me, and he's enrolled into the course. Makita Maxey, the exact same way. So a lot of these people who you see me shouting out that I know the intimate details is because they invest in the course as well as on one-on-ones. And so that might be a good avenue for you because you do have the good market share, but you do need that business structure, and it's definitely going to be more cost effective by enrolling into the course versus doing the one-on-ones.
Great. So what's the business number or email? What's the business number I can call?
Shoot, if you want to ask me, I told you. What's my office number? Hold on for a second. Let me tell you my office number. Give me a second. If you wanna ask me, I could tell you. You know how I be on the tip of your tongue?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hold on for 1 second. I'm having a senior moment when I'm not a senior. Because I was about to just give you the number to the to the podcast. Hold on, give me 1 moment. What's my office number? Is 800-867-7 hold on for a second. 1-800-867-7 I can't remember my number. Give me a moment. That cigar was good, you hear me? That was a good cigar.
I smoke them too.
Oh, that's good stuff.
I'm on my channel too.
Oh, you do? What's one of your favorite brands, man? What do you like? What's your brand?
Man, you know what though? You know what the crazy thing is that I actually smoke vapable cigars.
Okay.
I'm not as fancy as you. I do the vape ones.
You do the vape, okay.
Yeah. I was actually gonna. It's so funny because one of the things that business I have is actually selling the non-nicotine
vapes.
I know
Okay.
a little bit of everything, but we'll talk.
Yeah, but the best number to call the office.
The vapable cigars, yeah.
The office is 1-800-867-7941. I was right there. Is 800-867-7941.
Okay, 1-800-867
7941. 41.
All right, E.DeanCole, you are the man.
You're very welcome.
You, my brother.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the positivity. I appreciate you. All right, guys, I think that's going to be the last call for the day. We've been on for quite a bit of time. I hope you guys found value in this content. And if you've watched this video until the end, I want to speak a blessing over you and your business endeavors. And for all the seed that you've sown, it will come back to you 100-fold. So if you're watching this and you watch this to the end and you're watching the replay, make sure you hit those shares. Like you said, I'm not new to this, I'm true to this. I look at my analytics. We get this video to 500 shares. I'm going to answer your questions that you leave on the 800 number. You call 855-756-6639. You hit option number 2. It allows you to ask a question, and we get to 500 shares. I'm going to answer those questions live. Listen, the only person that's stopping you from being successful is you. If you don't know them, you can meet them. Like I just met a great gentleman who we can collab with. If you don't have the skill, you can develop it. If you don't have the character, you can develop it. If you have a bad habit, stop it. You can do it. The only person stopping you from being successful is you. Go get them. Success is waiting for you.